Recording and live. We are here. Tuesday night group. Forbidden Lands. We're back. I told them I had nothing prepped. They wanted to go full random. Let's watch them die live on camera tonight. Welcome, everybody. And by everybody, I mean my 4 players. To Forbidden Lands Fridays, because nobody else is here watching us.
Hello.
So these guys earned enough experience to buy something. Level up, a skill, or something like that. So we were just going over that. So, Emmerich, what did you buy? You bought something for riding mastery fighting.
Mounted fighter.
Yeah, that's it. What does that do?
Gives me a +1 to melee when I'm mounted.
Melee. I like it. Because you are a rider.
Indeed.
And you have
so anybody can
wolf.
take mounted fighter. This is outside of that. This is under general.
Cool. You have a wolf. You have a wolf that you ride on. Maybe you'll get a second one tonight. What did you buy, Whamley?
I bought some sweet and sour chicken with fried rice that I'm chewing on right now.
Oh, that's tasty. And I don't think
I got
Tommy bought anything.
rank 2 in Defender, so I have a +1 to all of my parries.
Oh, very nice. You
Which
already had,
hopefully
like, a
will
bonus.
help. Well, I get a free one every round.
You're getting knocked around every combat.
I need a shield, man.
You do need a shield. We need to kill something with a shield tonight. Are you guys all in the Twitch? Yes. Okay.
I'm not. Hang on.
I see Yona in there. Oh, and like I was telling these guys before we went live, we are now affiliate status, so you can subscribe to us. If you enjoy the content and you enjoy what we're doing, please consider subscribing. I would be forever grateful to you. And it'll help me buy more games to run on the channel. You, the viewers, maybe have the chance to be a part of. Because there's also a link down below to my Discord. Come on in. Always looking for new players. Look at this. One Current Wonder's here. You already subbed on my YouTube. I know. That's fair. And you probably subbed to yourself, because I subbed to myself. Why wouldn't you? Right? Hello, Grumpy Baker. I know who you are. I'll keep your identity a secret.
It's quite hard.
No, don't ruin it. All right.
Who's that
so,
Grumpy Baker?
Where did we leave off? We left off last time. We were on the road, and 7 happy dwarves were walking down the road singing a song and whistling while they worked. And you guys decided to hide. Yeah, you guys decided to hide in the bushes and not engage them.
Could I phone a friend and ask Wes what I should buy with my 6 points?
Yes, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead, chat. What do you guys want? What do you want to buy?
What do you got?
I got 6 points, and I'd like to do more with my bow and 5 remaining arrows.
Nice.
We can get rank 1 in any general talent, can you?
Yes.
You can purchase any general talent, and you can go to 2nd level on any talent.
I can go to 2nd level on any talent. Okay.
Or you can get any level 1 skill.
Technically, isn't someone supposed to train you?
Skills you're supposed to be trained. Talents are free, I'm pretty sure.
Is there anything I could do that makes sense with the talent with my points? I have Path of the Arrow rank 1.
Do you have the book open? Because that's the best source. Because we're not. We haven't read the entire book.
Got 6th Sense.
What's his what's that Path of the who?
He went
Path
full
of the
random.
Arrow. I did.
What was that, Matt or Mike?
Path of the Arrow, which I think has something
Path
to do.
of the Arrow. That sounds like a archery thing.
Yeah.
You're not a rogue, right? You're a ranger?
The 1st level, rank 1, Path of the Arrow, gives you the Pole Pierce the Armor for a willpower.
Okay.
I mean, it's decent, but it's like, you need a willpower, which we find very sparingly.
what do I need for, or what does having a second rank in that get me?
Once you used up all your actions during a round, you can spend a willpower to immediately attack again using a ranged weapon. However, said weapon must have been prepared earlier. That is the second rank of your Path of the Arrow. What other talents do you have, by the way, so I can look them up?
Let's bring up his character sheet on the stream here so we can all judge.
It's
Mike's
his
character.
Sixth Sense, and
I have psychic
Pathfinding.
power.
That's a elf one.
Yeah, it's a
Okay.
I want to say racial kin ability. We don't want to say racial. It's a kin ability.
So if I have a 0 rank in that, would that be something worth putting a rank in?
Which one?
The psychic power?
I think kin talents
That's
are
kin.
always just level 1.
Oh, so I should
You
put a
want
rank.
something other than kin.
Okay.
What were you had Pathfinder, you said?
Pathfinder and Sixth Sense.
All right, rank 2 of Pathfinder. You're most comfortable in the wilds, leading the way for a quarter day. Ooh, love that. Counts as rest for you. Wow. Neat.
Exactly.
And you said 6 cents.
Yeah.
Well, a rest sounds good. Might be able to get something back if you rest. I'm not sure. What's the rules on resting, DM? While I find 6 cents.
The rules on resting. Let us
You could also
consult the book while you look.
you could
at
also
it.
go into a general one and get something like Fast Shooter, which at rank
right.
1, which you would purchase it at, means you don't need to prepare before using a bow.
Oh, I think he'd like that.
So that means you could build towards the future, right? Because in the second rank of your other thing, you can fire twice with no drawbacks.
Can
And
I do
then
that
rank
now?
2. Go ahead.
No, can I do? If I did rank 2 of Path of the Arrow, would I be able to get 2 shots off?
No.
Mm-mm.
Let's just do that. I can't.
Rank
I can't
2
think of.
of 6 cents. When you spot an ambush or sneak attack, you can also see how many attackers there are and what kin they belong to and what weapons they use.
That would have come in handy last week with the bandits, eh?
It would have.
Or last session.
I think
Pathfinder seems good, but let's wait to see what Matt says about resting.
So what do you want
So
to know about
what
resting?
you get.
What do you want to know about resting? Like, what's this tied to?
What you get, since he automatically gets resting, we don't need the rules on resting. We need to know what he gets back for resting.
Well, everybody, when you rest, if you rest a quarter day, you get like all of your stats back that you've lost. Like it's the
Which
same as
imagine-
healing, but it's a quarter day, right? You sacrifice a quarter day, and after resting, you get everything back, like your strength, agility, whatever went down in combat. So what does this
So
resting talent or ability give you?
It just says when you use lead the way, it counts as a rest.
He actually
Oh.
gets rest while he's leading the way. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
That's really
Yeah.
powerful. Are you our
And
guy
it doesn't
that
even
leads-
cost a willpower, man.
Are you the guy that does the lead the way, Mike, as the Pathfinder?
Mm-hmm.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, he gets a bonus
far,
die
I've-
because of it.
I've only ever led us into ambushes and traps, though.
You guys are
But still, you would be refreshed.
You guys are
if
Munchkin
you
min
led the way.
maxers. You're Munchkin min maxers. This is why my Friday group looks at your character sheets and scoffs at you. They judge you guys. They looked at your character sheets last time we played. They're like, "Pff, look at these guys."
Probably because
Um,
we were still rank 1.
All right, let's go ahead and Path of the Arrow will give me 2 shots on my bow.
I don't think that's what I said.
Oh.
That was rank 2, correct?
Yeah, Path of the Arrow at rank 2, you can you can take another another action if you spend a willpower, but you have to have a prepared bow.
And you also have to have a willpower.
Yeah.
You have to have a willpower.
So far in all the time played, I'm the only one who's gained a willpower.
Wes is the only one who's decided to take damage to gain willpower.
I think.
And,
all right,
you know
we'll
what?
go with. Good.
We played taking damage wrong last time. Someone pointed that out in one of our comments, and they were 100% correct. So,
Oh, how do we take damage?
if you had rolled a 1 on your initial pool of dice, you should have taken damage if you rerolled. And I said, no, that one doesn't count. So you should have
thought
taken
it did.
damage. Yeah, so that was my bad. I had been away from this game for like a month, so I made the wrong call.
Because it
Someone-
seems like it's really hard when you have to get a 1 on a reroll. That
And
seems incredibly hard.
You people called me out, and I appreciate you for it because I'm okay with that. I make mistakes.
Good job, people.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, do we have all of our leveling up done?
Yes, I'm going to go.
I was gonna put so. What?
No, I was just saying I'm taking the second rank in Pathfinder.
That's the one that lets you heal while you move.
Yes.
Okay,
Lead the way.
Mike.
I was gonna take second rank in Sword Fighter. Do you know what that does?
Sure. I can try and find it. Hold on.
Oh, one of the two of the Friday night guys were in Starfinder last week, and they're like, "Hey, is the crazy little halfling playing with us tonight?" And I was like, "No, he's not here." Because again, they were looking at your character.
You can
Alright,
slash
so-
2 enemies per.
Oh, you got it.
Is that what
Yeah,
it
you-
is? Sword fighter?
You can slash 2 enemies with your sword with each single action. Roll separately for 2 attacks. If you use hidden combinations, page 94, the second attack occurs outside of the combination.
Hidden combinations is a advanced rules for combat. We're not using those. We are not using the advanced combat rules. So you already have sword fighter rank 1 there, Adam?
Yep.
Yeah, that sounds pretty cool. So you get 2 attacks.
Cool.
Around now. Do you like that? I like that.
Yeah, I'll take it.
It sounds like your longsword is gonna not be
Yes.
long for this work.
All right, well let's kill you all tonight. Let's do a TPK now that you've spent all this time leveling up your characters and made them uber powerful. Let's TPK. I'm gonna take Tommy.
Raise your hand if you feel overpowered. All right,
I
Mike,
don't
you
like-
can put your hand down.
Not feeling overpowered.
I
Okay.
think we were. Yeah,
Yeah, I think you were there. I'm just gonna use Tommy as the token.
because he's leading the way.
So we could do Weatherstone. Hey, that cart up there, that's the other group. They now have a cart and they're making their way across the map. That's where they left off in a haunted cabin.
You know, Matt, I have to say, I'm starting to feel like the kid that gets compared to the other kid that's getting all the trophies.
they do have like 4 sessions on you, and they do have magic items, and they've basically found. I just need a cart token quick. They've set things into motion in this world. So you guys catch up. You want to catch up? You want to do Weatherstone tonight? We can do that.
We're just feeling a little bit like you don't love us as much.
Let's do Weatherstone. All right. We can make our way there.
The other group has magic items, and
They're missing a nose. At least you guys all have your noses. That's the thing. Okay.
See, when we left off, we hadn't rested because we were trying to rest, and then we got attacked by mosquitoes, so we all took
No,
the
so
damage.
you did get the quarter rest. That's willpower points. Again, that's from the other group. I'll delete those. There we go. WP9. When they gain willpower, I gain willpower, and I get to spend it just like them. So you guys rested, even though you were disturbed by the mosquitoes. You still got the full rest, but you're starting with you took a hit off of one of your stats.
Empathy.
So you're starting the day fully rested, except for you're down by 1 empathy, but everything else you've gained back. If you lost strength, agility, or wits, you have those back.
Okay.
It's just you're bit by mosquitoes all night long.
Remember to click on the skull and not lower the attribute, because it automatically does that on the character sheet.
Yes. So, do you want to lead the way / scout?
Tommy will do that, and then hopefully that'll clear up his skull.
It will not clear up your... Oh, yeah, it
It's a
will.
quarter day.
He gets rest.
You so-and-so. You old so-and-so. All right, Tommy. Well, then why don't you go ahead and make me a survival roll?
Oh, I hate rolling dice. Oh. So,
It's the
Bad
only
things
way to get
happen.
willpower, dude.
okay.
Failing actually gets you stuff in this game, dude. It's okay to fail.
Well, that's
That's
okay,
why-
because that's
that's why
exactly
Whamley's
what
done
I
it.
plan to do. Yeah. All right. So, what am I clicking for my skill? Scouting?
Yes. I don't think you have any...
Lead the way is survival.
Oh, yes,
Survival.
sorry. Yes, survival. Thank you, Emily.
I
Lead the way
ought
is
to-
survival.
Okay, so attribute score, skill level. Okay, and then I'm going to roll.
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
Ta-da.
Look at that!
I think
You're
you should have gotten
fine.
an additional dice as well, by the way.
That's all right.
He should
4
have got a
was enough.
skill die, I'm assuming.
No, he's got a 0 in survival.
What? Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Oversight.
you take on this leg of the journey, and it's like you've been here before. You're just like, oh, let's go over here. Oh, here's a shortcut. Let's cut through these woods here. And like, hey, last time you showed us a shortcut, there's bandits. You're like, ha ha ha, there's no bandits here. And everybody's kind of on edge, and they follow you in there, and you're like, oh wow, Tommy kind of knows what he's talking about for once. You're not leading us into bears or bandits, and wow, maybe he's actually getting the knack of this leading the way thing. Who's doing the scouting for the group?
I'll
Keeping
do
the
it,
watch. Go ahead and roll me keep watch, please.
which is actually scouting.
Yes. Give me a skull. Yeah. All right. Let me get up my... I have D66s on my character sheets now, don't I?
Yeah.
Yes.
Let me bring up my monster manual. Just use any old character sheet here. And let's see.
Yeah, I was the one scouting before. I just realized. And
That's what I thought, but that's okay. You're now healing, right?
I'm better. I've no.
Yeah, I
skills.
made a chart on our Tuesday's party sheet of everybody's roll totals, and I'm actually the second best at keeping watch at scouting, with a 5.
Yes, you are. Look at 36, 34, 35. Do you see that?
Mm-hmm.
That's silly.
Axe.
Yeah, that's silly. Who helped make this die roller?
Some cool dude.
Some cool dude named Wes.
Might be grumpy.
55. Let's see. Oh man. Friday just did this also.
Oh no.
What are the chances of this? Of getting the same random encounter? Alright, so you guys are going down the road, and while Tommy is pathfinding and clearing a path for you, it's Whamley who is doing the scouting, right? Keeping watch?
Yep.
Whamley, you notice off into the woods through like thick trees, you see like a clearing, and it looks like there's the old remnants of a farm through there. It looks old and dilapidated. Doesn't look like anybody lives there any longer. Long since deserted.
There's a farm. I bet there's a shield.
Yeah.
I really need a shield, or some wood and steel and a forge to make one.
I don't think a farm would have a forge, but
Yeah.
maybe a gatehouse.
Damn your logic.
Do you want to make your way over to the farm? Or you say, let's forge on.
See what you did there. What do you think, Tommy?
Well,
Maybe
is it a
there's
farm
a
all by
cart?
itself out in- Yeah, maybe. Let's go inspect.
All right,
We're
so
here.
you guys
We're-
decide to crash the bush. And you make your way through the big, thick, overgrown forest towards the clearing. You get to what appears to used to be fields. It looks like grazing fields. You find skulls of cattle sunken into the soil and the dirt and the grass from long dead livestock. And you make your way up to this old small farmhouse. As you get closer, it's very ornate for a farmhouse. It looks like the person who lived here may have had some wealth. There's still like a little bit of paint on the house, which is uncommon for a farmhouse. Most farmhouses are whitewashed because that's all the farmer can afford. But this is like a light blue paint, still kind of flecked here and there about. And there's like signs and ornate decorations and all over the house. Hey, welcome. Thanks for stopping by. People in the chat. People are here watching us play Forbidden Lands. So you guys get up to this farmhouse, and it's long since abandoned. There's no door on the doorway anymore. Any windows are completely smashed.
Tommy readies his bow. stands about in the appropriate range distance to strike the house if anything comes out of it, and waits for the party to inspect it.
So you're just gonna sit there with your bow drawn?
Stand, yes.
Okay. Yeah, you stand there with your bow drawn, and do you guys just kind of stand around him, waiting also?
You want me to inspect? Or should our scout go in?
I think inspecting is different than scouting.
Yes. You are
Who's
correct.
stealthy? Who's quiet among us?
I have a feeling it's the player who's not here tonight. Emmerich.
Ah.
Or not
okay.
Emmerich. What's Aaron's character's name? Merle.
Merle. Okay.
Merle.
No.
Yeah, it's Merle or Merle.
Hubert.
I call him.
Hubert.
Uber.
I don't think we've played with him yet, so you wouldn't know his name.
Hubert he's a fighter horseback archer. Oh.
Well,
okay. Maybe Ellie's our sneaky one.
I have 0 levels in stealth, but
I'll
my
go forth.
attribute gives me 4, so I have a 4 total.
Emmerich's
Actually,
going forward.
I would say Tommy does have decent stealth.
So, and while the
Yeah,
others
go
are chatting and debating on whether or not someone's going in there, Emmerich just kind of pushes aside and hunches down and tries to slowly make their way into the farmhouse. So you make your way into the farmhouse, Emmerich, and it is long since deserted. There's like plants and like wild plants growing inside. There's kind of like moss and grass on the floor from there being no door or windows on here anymore. It's very dilapidated in here. There's not much left. There's one big great room that you enter into. It looks like it might have been a living room at one time, and there's like broken furniture that's no longer sittable or usable. You make your way into the next room, and it looks like a rather large kitchen. It looks like the person who worked or who lived here might have had quite a bit of staff, and this was a large kitchen that the staff would have used to prepare big meals in. And make your way around, and you see like a big dining room, and it looks like the person who had lived here at one point was had some wealth. There's not much left in here, though. Any furniture or belongings that you see left behind are in just complete disrepair.
So everything's foobar?
Yes.
Mostly.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Emmerich will make his way back to Tommy, and he'll explain. Used to be wealthy, it's kind of garbage now.
Mm-hmm. Do you guys want to like search place, look any closer, or just head back to the dusty old trail?
Ellie will rifle through things.
Yeah. Okay.
I want to find anything I can find to make something.
Go ahead and make me a.
Scouting or
I'm debating, or insight. Nah.
insight's
Scouting.
more about people.
Yeah, go ahead and make me a scouting roll, Ellie. Yeah, you're digging around, and you go. There's a second floor. You go upstairs, and you're digging around in what used to be, it looks like a master bedroom, and you're kind of like tapping your sword here and there, and you find like a little compartment. And inside, you find a small box with some belongings in it.
You find an ancient wheel of cheese. Congratulations.
Yeah, I bet there's no shield in there, though.
I'll use the wheel cheese as a shield.
You find... you find, like... At first you think it's, like, rolled up parchment, but then you touch it, and it's, like, it's leather. And you unravel it, and it's, like, tanned skin. And it looks like it's inked in blood, and there's a map inside. It contains a map. written on this tanned skin.
Ellie found a map.
It shows a distinct mountain range, like it's got a very distinct shape to it, and then some dots and an X from there. You look at it and you don't recognize it, but you may be able to, after talking to some locals, maybe you could figure out where this might be.
Are leather-bound maps common? Or is paper uncommon?
Of human skin? Paper's
Whoa, you didn't mention anything about human skin.
Oh,
You
it's
said pale skin.
the skin is very human-like.
Ew.
Ellie's conflicted. I don't know what to do with this. I'm so curious, but it's so weird.
You also find a small watercolor picture in this little chest or box that you found, and on it is a very bizarre scene. You see this black swirling mist and almost like an abyss, and you see like people like screaming as they're attempting to flee from this abyss.
Is it like a loose painting that I can like roll up?
Yes, it is.
I'm gonna roll the human flesh in the non-human flesh one, so I don't have to keep rolling the human flesh one.
And finally, you find a pot of beeswax.
Hero was hoping he found Excalibur.
And being honey, it you look at it, you kind of sniff it, you're like, oh, this seems like it's all right. It's got a little bit of wax layer on top, but yeah, you got a little jar of what seems to be honey that you found in there as well.
Ellie's gonna come back with her like fingers in the honey jar.
Like Winnie the Pooh, just like all over your hand, just like
yeah, like it's like sticky honey like on my face and stuff. I found stuff.
That's an adorable scene, by the way. The short person walking out of there with their hand in a jar.
The little halfling waddling out with their hand in a jar of honey.
The unsettling dark part is that you also have a parchment made out of human skin somewhere in your person. So,
yeah, but do you know that? I don't know if Ellie's sharing that with you. We'll see.
not yet. Maybe someday we'll learn of this tale.
Ellie's a
But
bit of
what
a
are we doing with
weirdo.
the farmhouse?
Yeah, what do you want to do with the farmhouse?
Let's say you,
Oh, me? It's up to you.
Whamley.
Oh,
Oh, is there any other outbuildings, or is it just the farmhouse?
Is there a barn?
Yeah, you leave the grounds and you start searching the grounds, and there's no barn, but you do find what looks like may have been servants' quarters at one time.
Well, I guess we better check those out.
I'll stand guard over by him.
Let's do this. I'm gonna put an X there for farmhouse. Yeah, so you go into again, dilapidated. These buildings do not have any ornate markings or paint or anything on them. They are very basic. You can tell there was no money or wealth put into these lodgings for the folks who lived here. And you go through the servants' quarters house, and very basic. It's like a 2-room hovel. You got like your big main room that would have been like a kitchen, dining area, and then there's like a bedroom off of that. Very, very basic. Really nothing in here. This place is actually just empty, bare.
All right.
So what did you find in there, Whamley?
Absolutely nothing.
Any basement in there?
I
No.
don't think we looked.
What's it sitting on? Is it does it have a crawl space or slab?
I mean, the farmhouse or the servants' quarters?
Servants' quarters
the
has no crawl space whatsoever. It is just like 4 walls.
The farmhouse.
Oh, back at the farmhouse? There is no basement. Yeah, it's built like
Dirt
up
floor.
off the ground. Yeah, dirt floor.
I see what you're typing in there, Matt. It's very alarming.
What? No, I'm just this is a subject for wisdom check tomorrow. I know I was saying I'm looking forward to watching it tomorrow. I'm going to watch it while I prep for Zweihander tomorrow night. I'm going to be watching wisdom check, where one of the subjects is TPKs. And yeah, don't mind the man behind the curtain. So we'll see if that happens tonight. It'll be very timely. So yeah, you've thoroughly searched this farmhouse. There are no shields, there are no weapons. There are just some strange things that our little halfling friend Ellie found.
Ellie, with still sticky hands, Ellie will go up to Tommy and be like, you've been leading the way and stuff, and I think you know your way around. Maybe you'll know what's on this map. And I'll kind of gesture at the map, like, I'd bring it out, but my hands are kind of sticky. You want to grab it?
Apparently you're being ignored.
Sure. Yeah. Tommy will say, "I'll give you a hand." He'll take it from you and see what have you got here?
Well, it's wrapped in a creepy painting, but inside is like this. I think it's human.
Huh? All right, well,
I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure it's human.
Tommy will open it up using the painting and look inside. What does he see?
Yeah, you unroll it, and again you see a very distinct looking range of mountains. And from those mountains, there's some dotted lines leading to an X on the map.
Context-wise, do I think I understand where we are in relation to the map?
Roll me an insight.
Alrighty. I thought you'd never ask. Hang on.
Do you think the X is treasure? I bet it's treasure.
Maybe it's the
Let's
rest
take
of the
a look.
skin.
Oh no.
Oh crap, I don't want that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you look it over, and after your last little foray into leading the group, you have a very good grasp of where you currently are geographically, and you're like, nope, we have not seen anything that looks like this so far in our journeys. I can safely say we have not encountered this mountain range.
Right, so the map doesn't match, so we would have no bearing or no way to find where this is in relation to where we are without a...
That is 100% correct.
We'd have to find a larger map to match it to.
A larger map, or you can show it around locally to some locals maybe, and they might be able to help you.
Pardon me,
Remember, we're new to these lands.
Yeah.
I think we could...
Take a look at this human skin.
Yeah.
What could go wrong?
So you draw a new map, maybe on the back side of this water painting, but without the dotted line and the X. Just the distinct mountain range, and we ask about that.
So let's look at this picture. Does anyone recognize anything about it? Location,
It's creepy.
people in it? Yeah, it's
Do you guys want to make a roll for that also to see if there's anything that you would like?
sure.
You're trying to pull on knowledge or past knowledge of what you are seeing?
Yeah.
Okay,
Lore,
make me a lore check.
Okay. Anyone got a
Is
high
that
lore?
everybody or
Anybody who
one
cares? I don't know. Does your character even care about this? Let me ask you that. Let's
Nope.
take PC and player knowledge and character knowledge, set it aside. Would your character even care about this painting? If you do,
Absolutely
roll.
not.
Then don't roll. Don't bother.
Tommy's interested.
I know
Whamley,
nothing.
You have no clue. Whamley and Tommy, you guys look at it, and this looks like nothing you have seen on the other side of the divide. Because remember, you crossed the mountain range that used to cut off this area that had the blood mists around it. You've never witnessed anything like this before from the lands that you're from. And you're
Any author
horrified.
signature?
No, there's no signature. A big X in blood.
Very strange. Hope we never see it.
It is horrific.
Interesting. Okay. Well, are we sure we found everything of value? And we're confident it's time to leave this place behind, right?
Ellie is very confident that
Okay.
she turned.
Good job,
over
Ellie, for
every
finding
stone.
this. Well done.
Could we rest here?
You sure can. That's one of the big reasons I put it on the map. Is this is now like a place you could come back to now that you've found this.
Anybody want some honey?
You could make this your
Sure.
you could. So this came up with the Friday Night Gang. They were started talking about their stronghold because building a stronghold is a big part of this game. And you could actually use this as a basis for a stronghold in the future if you want to. You could come back here. There's some foundations. There's some buildings you could come back and fix up and start making your own little village, town, stronghold here at this point.
And it's not covered in death.
But it's too close to the
Exact-
Hallows. Oh,
The Hollows?
that place is just strange.
It is a strange place.
Well, they're more fighting on the inside rather on the outside. So
For now.
You guys just ran
Uh-oh.
away. I'm just marking the cabin that the other guys rolled over up there.
Oh, God.
Okay,
Well, yeah,
so-
maybe we should do some foraging or whatever and
Don't
spend the
mind me.
night here and move on to Weather Station tomorrow.
Weatherstone. Weather Station. I like that.
Can I forage for arrows?
Yes, you can. Well, you can build arrows. You can't forage for arrows. You can build arrows. You could forage for materials.
Okay.
Is that something? You guys just rested? Do you want to stay here and rest again?
Well,
I thought you had to rest during a day. I thought you had to spend a quarter of it resting.
Well, so you guys just set out. So when you set out, you cover on. You're on easy terrain right now. You're on plains. You actually go 2 hexes,
Oh, okay.
and that counts as
Okay.
1 quarter day. Then you can go ahead and lead the way and scout again. That'll take you another 2 hexes. That's another quarter day. So at that point, if you push forward, you'll start to take negatives if you don't rest. So you can actually move forward twice before having to stop and rest. So you guys have just started your day. There's no real reason for you to stop right now. You can. I'm not going to stop you from it. I might throw a
I thought it
or
was just
something at you.
one
but,
hex, scout roll, rest, forage, whatever.
no, it depends. It depends on the type of terrain. So you guys are like on the easiest to traverse type of terrain right now. So you'd actually cover two hexes in 1 roll.
so if this was like a mountain range, it would just be 1 hex
Correct.
or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
I might as well move on.
Yeah. So
that
when
place is right there.
when you guys you can see this large stone keep in the distance, like hewed into the mountainside, and you're like, oh, that's an interesting place. I wonder if anybody lives there. As you guys are leaving the farmhouse, you see in the field, dead in front of you, you see a large stag staring at you. And the thing that stands out about the stag, it's got these piercing yellow eyes just staring at you. And it looks like it's almost like waiting. It's watching you and it's waiting. It's not startled or scared or anything.
I wave at it.
It just looks at you without blinking.
I demand that Whamley turn off his headlights.
I don't have headlights.
Does it feel like the thing that we would want to eat for dinner?
Maybe.
I don't want to eat anything that might have some weird disease. Look at those eyes, man. Could be a demon.
Aren't stags supposed to be good luck?
Yeah, good luck.
No, that's good tasting.
Venison.
It's a deer.
With yellow eyes. And it's acting weird.
It's almost like it's waiting for you.
It's like not even afraid of us.
No, not at all.
That's not normal.
Well, I guess I'll walk up to it.
As you get closer, it starts to run westerly. And it's like it's always staying just out of your reach. But it stops. And it waits for you again. And it's like wanting you to follow it.
Suppose we should follow it and not hunt it yet.
Arrow shoots from behind you from Mike. Pshoo, from Tommy.
It's leading us to a Horcrux.
And suddenly the abyss that you saw in the painting breaks out from the stag's mouth and consumes you all now.
TPK,
Wow.
I win.
Yeah. Yay me! I did it. No. Yeah, so it's like waiting for you. And every time you move forward, it moves forward a bit more, and then turns around and watches and waits. So you guys are following this thing, I take it?
I hope it's leading me to a shield.
Yeah, it starts leading you towards, you getting closer and closer to this keep here on the horizon. And as you get closer and you start on the trail, it disappears. And you're now left standing in front of this big, giant keep. I'm going to move you to a map.
Before our eyes, or did it, like, run away?
It ran away. It ran away and disappeared.
Okay.
How does this look? Is this
Well-
oh, this is Weatherstone. Welcome to Weatherstone.
It looks weathered.
So you
For
guys
sure.
are there. You guys make your way up, and you see a large keep. Looks like it was built on the existing mountainside. Down the middle here, it looks like the rock face is almost cut in half, and the keep continues on either side. You could see some old dilapidated bridges that would have connected the two sides. You also see here to the right, you see like a small tower, and just like the picture, Troll Skull Manor, yeah, you see a small tower, and you can hear whistling coming from there, and you can smell a fire, and what smells to your nostrils like food. You can hear some whistling coming from there.
It's the dwarves.
Oh, Ellie
So the
smells food.
most important question we have, fellas, is left or right?
Well, I think we go greet the people in the tower.
So 2 votes for right. What say you, Whamley and Ellie?
My
Where's the
stomach
food?
says. I think we should go that way.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to bring you to a different map because it's going to make it easier for us. This one has numbers
Alright.
on it. And then we can start calling things out by numbers. So, that keep or old watchtower is number 1. Or you can go dead ahead to number 2. Dun, dun, dun.
It's number 2 where the food's
One.
coming from.
Number
Number
1
one's
is
where the
where the
food's coming
smell
from.
and the fire and the whistling is coming from. Number 1, the old little keep there, the old watchtower. A
I vote
ragged
number 1.
watchtower stands like a newborn next to the stronghold, ruin on the cliff behind it. Vines cling to its withered walls. Trails of smoke rise from the caved-in roof. Someone has a fire going.
According to this picture, Ellie's probably already in the tower because there's only.
And you're a little wolf there. You're a little wolf. Your wolf, Ellie's sniffing the air, and it's also attracted to the smell of food in that
Yeah.
direction. So you guys make your way over, and you peek in the door, and you see an old, I'd say, we'll say old. He's not going to be middle-aged. He's going to be older than that. Human sitting there. Let me find a picture of him here. There you go. Short white hair, long mustache. He's whistling away, and he's kind of singing to himself. And he catches you guys standing there. And he looks up and goes, "Oh, hello. Hey, are you here to take on Weatherstone?"
Take on? This seems like a village or something.
Oh, no, I just assumed you're not the first to pass through here, especially tonight. There's others. There's tale of great treasure within the walls of Weatherstone. I just assume that's why you're here.
Tommy, treasure.
Yes.
I've never heard of Weatherstone, but food sure does smell good.
Oh, come, join me. I'd be more than happy to share with you. I have killed a rabbit recently, and I'm making some Hassenpfeffer. Please join me. My name is Delb. Delb the Bard, I am known as. And he
I am
holds out his
Ellie.
hand.
Ellie still has sticky hand.
Sticky fingers.
She'll shake his hand.
Hello, I'm Whamley the Lost.
Hello, Whamley. I am, like I said, Delb.
I am Emmerich.
Emmerich.
And this is Gray. Points to his wolf.
Ooh. Big doggy.
I am Tommy Token at your service.
Tommy
Pleased to meet you,
Token.
Delb.
Pleasure to meet you. So, are you here to seek the fabled treasure of Weatherstone?
Why, yes, we are. Tell us all
Oh.
about it.
Oh, I'm sure you've heard the tales. Everybody around here has. This was once the keep of King Algarod, the king of the humans, of man.
Of
This
course,
was-
we've all heard these tales, but we've
Yes.
never heard them told by a proper bard. I think you'll
Oh,
agree.
he seems flattered by that. Well, they say his mighty sword, Rustbite, is hidden within these walls.
Less heard tales and more followed one. A stag, mainly. All the
Oh,
way here.
Strange. I've never heard of a
Yellow glowing eyes.
No,
really
oh,
creepy.
that's bizarre. Do tell me more. This sounds. And he
That's about
rifles
it.
into his bag and he brings out some paper and a quill. He's like, "This sounds like a tale. I could start. Go on, tell me more. Yellow-eyed stag. Yes. Where were you coming from?"
Emmerich's pretty much done with the story. He just looks at everybody else.
Delb is visibly let down. Oh, well, perhaps.
Tommy is a better storyteller than I. Perhaps Whamley?
Well, there was this yellow-eyed stag. This is several miles out from the keep. We could see it in the distance on the hillside. And he would stop and pause and wait for us to follow him. And then move ahead again. All the way here.
Peculiar. What was the size of the stag? Was it of average size or was it larger?
I don't know.
Bigger than the wolf.
Again, he's let down with your "I don't know" answer. He right down. Well, what if we say it was the size of 3 stags combined? And he starts
It had
writing this down.
7. It had 7 pointed horns.
7 pointed
antlers.
horns and
Yeah, 7 pointed antlers.
6 legs. You say? And he's writing this all down.
And it was white.
Oh
With
my!
yellow
With
dots.
yellow eyes. Okay, very good.
And yellow dots on its back.
This is quite the stag. Truly an omen.
And it could fly.
Truly an omen that you were meant to take on Weatherstone. You know, the last few that were here earlier, they were so eager to get in there that they didn't really take the time to talk to me about what I've heard is within these
That's
walls.
rude.
I know, right?
What a shame.
Well, they say the undead lie in eternal unrest within Weatherstone. It was a very dangerous place.
Is it anything like, what's that place that we visited there, Tommy? Hollow something?
The Hallows.
The Hollows.
Yeah, they had like this, you rang a bell and did a little jig, and then the undead would leave you alone. Is it like that?
No, nothing like that here. They are
Sounds
restless.
more permanent.
He goes over to a window that's cut into the watchtower, and he motions you to come over, and he points up, way up to
Number 9?
number 8 there, and you can see like figures up in the windows cut into the stone there. They look humanoid. You can't really make them out from this distance what they are. He goes, "Look, nothing's been here for centuries, but there's still guards." No, this is a place of the restless dead. It's part of the curse placed on the king
A curse?
and Weatherstone. Oh yes, the evil sorcerer Zygoffer, sworn enemy of King Algarod,
God bless you.
put a curse. Oh, thank you.
You should probably rename this place Undeadburg.
Well, this isn't my keep.
Well, you're the only living resident. You could probably name it whatever the hell you want.
Oh, I don't live here permanently. I was passing through, and I wanted to see this place for myself. This is the place
Why
of
don't
legend.
you come with us?
No.
Have you located the armory?
The armor. I've never been inside. I've only been in this tower.
No.
I'm not brave enough.
Correctly retell the tale of Weatherstone if you don't at least poke your head inside.
Well,
We'll protect you.
while they're all talking, Tommy is going to go to us a little bit farther away, and he's going to quietly copy in the sand of the floor. Is there sand he can scroll on the floor?
Yeah, there's dirt and such. Yeah. There's water
He's
all
gonna make
about, so yeah, there's light silt
rough-
and sand.
Okay, he's going to make a rough approximation of the map. And then he's going to signal the bard to come over once he puts the skin away, and he'll show him the map when they're done talking.
Okay, yeah. And you call him over.
Well, when they're done talking, but if they're done, yeah. We'll say, have you ever seen this before? We're trying to figure out where this
No,
is.
it looks like you just drew that in the dirt.
I did, but does it...
I've never seen it before.
Do you recognize
You did.
it if it were on a map?
He looks at it and he thinks, he turns his head back and forth, rubs his chin. No, I can't say that I have.
All right.
But I can regale you with the tale of Weatherstone if you so be interested.
Yes, I thought we were doing that. Cool.
Oh, okay. Well, then let me finish here. I was just getting to it. You started drawing in the sand and asking me if I've ever seen it before. Of course I haven't. You just drew it. And yes, I will take some of that honey. And he dips his hand in and starts licking it off his hand.
Oh, have they invented Purell yet?
Yeah. He goes, 10 generations before our time, the cruel king Algarad declared that Alderland had become overcrowded. He sought to expand his kingdom by leading an army across the mountains to Ravenland, where he fell in battle against the demonic hordes of the sorcerer Zygofer.
God bless you.
God bless you.
Thank you. As he was lost, so too was the scepter of Nekaka, rumored to be the source of his power. However, the will of the king burned so fiercely that he refused to die and for ages stood watch in the stronghold of Weatherstone. Legend has it that Algarad will march again one day to retrieve the scepter of Nekaka and complete his quest of Ravenland. But the curse was suddenly broken, and the undead king and his men finally went to their final rest. There are whispers that his war chest remains in Weatherstone, forever guarded by evil spirits.
So if the curse was broken, why are there... Need some water?
Yeah, take a second, get a drink.
You
Yep.
want to take a break here? Let's take 2 minutes.
The staff's name is Naikaka. Scepter.
I'm back after losing my voice, reading the cursed legend of... We're calling it cursed because I lost my voice. Of Weatherstone. But we're back. Woo.
Welcome back.
Well, thank
Feel
you.
better?
I do. I have some water now. Some delicious agua.
So
All
I'm
right.
guessing from the map that 1 is the only entrance to Weather.
2 is the only
I'm
way
sorry,
in. So
2
you're-
is the only entrance.
Yes, you're in one right now.
It's
2
kind of
is the
separated
only
up
way
to
in.
the front, and then like there's a moat that goes around behind us.
Correct. So this whole thing is surrounded by a moat. Pardon me. 2 is the main gate. You did observe when you're staying there that there's a drawbridge to the main gate, but it looks like it's long since rotted through and fallen into the moat.
Oh, so there's actually a big gap there.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So, are we enticed by treasure, fellows?
Yeah, that's the question. So again, this is
I'm
the thing-
more enticed by the armory, right? Like, we could re-weapon ourselves, maybe?
This is the thing about Forbidden Lands. You know, you dangle this in front of you, but you don't have to do this, right? It's always gonna be the map. You can come back to this at any time. You know it's here.
I mean, it seems foolish not to poke your head inside the door, right?
Yeah.
It's like you were telling the bard. I mean, he really could come with us, too.
Delb? He says,
No,
no,
not much.
I am no adventurer. I will not be setting foot in Weatherstone.
Ah, what is a bard if not an adventurer?
I am here to chronicle the tales of those successful and unsuccessful.
How do you know what happens if you're never with them?
They never return.
You leave by the back door.
There's a back door?
You'll never know unless you go in.
He sits there and thinks about it for a moment. No. I will not join you in there. I will not be going to Weatherstone.
Maybe there's a teleporter.
A teleporter.
Oh, what level of magic do you think this world is?
What do you mean?
Like, in D&D 5th edition, there's a lot of magic, but then this setting has how much do you think versus that?
Oh, not nearly as much. So
I
magic.
think this is more like Conan, right? Where it's like, there's an artifact that's like super magical, but then there's not anything underneath it.
And magic is dangerous. So it is very much like sword and sorcery, like Conan. Magic, there's always repercussions to magic. Like if we had a cast in our group, you're always rolling every time you cast something. There's the chance that it's going to go terribly, terribly, terribly wrong. Also, like this whole world, the big enemy and the things that are tied to the blood mist and whatever he's scared of are demons. So there's a lot of magic surrounding the demons as well. So there's demons everywhere, and people fear them. The war,
not us, because we don't know about
what happened 2 centuries ago before the blood mists was between like man and dwarves and elves and the other kin races against demons.
Last question before we go back is: are demons the source of this magic, like in Dragon Age?
No.
Okay.
But magic is not, it's not a common thing, and it's a dangerous thing.
Alright. Well, he did mention an artifact sword called... what? He leans back over to the bard.
Rustbite.
Sounds just up Ellie's path.
Yeah. Let's go. Let's do
His
it.
legendary
Probably
mighty
have
sword,
Why not?
Rustbite.
Just toss me. Toss me over the gap.
He says it was rumored to be especially good at slaying demons.
And how does one kill something that's already dead? Goblins, orcs, and humans are one thing, but undead minions?
I don't know. You look like you could handle yourselves. Have you not fought the odd skeleton or zombie before?
Not up to this point, no.
Well,
We're new arrivals to these forbidden lands.
apparently nobody else has either that's gone there because nobody's ever come out.
How many people have you seen go inside?
I've seen 7 groups of various sizes.
Any more experienced looking than us? Like
All of
somebody
them.
wearing- Ah, shit.
Did they have good stuff?
Oh, they had immaculate gear that they were
Let's go
carrying.
get their stuff then.
Yes.
Yeah, let's kill them and get their stuff.
Okay, new plan.
No, they're already dead. We
Oh
can
yeah,
just go
yeah.
and find their stuff.
We follow along until we find their corpses, and then we raid their corpses.
And drag their corpses out. Come on, Gray.
I'm down for going inside Weatherstone.
That makes 2.
Tommy would like to go back and study accounting.
So
No,
3,
he's in.
4, 2 again, or 1 against.
No, he's just kidding. Of course, he wants to go and kick in the door.
All right, so
The door's rotted away. We just have to jump over the moat.
yeah, the door is completely gone, and the drawbridge that once connected the keep to the other side of the moat has rotted away and fallen into the moat.
Do we need to rest in this tower and like start fresh the next day? Or was this not that far from where we left off?
This is not that far. You're fine.
Okay.
We're still itchy from the mosquitoes, but
So you can see a moat down below. It's kind of got murky, dark, stagnant water. Every once in a while you see bubbles breaking on the surface. And you do see like half-rotten timber scattered all about the shore.
family, you're a craftsman.
Hey, let's see. Do I still have... Oh, I think
I have crafting too.
Oh,
Do you know how to craft a bridge that's
Ooh.
sturdy and sound, or are we doing this the old-fashioned way, like a tree bridge?
where is it? Wes will get a kick out of this. Wes. Oh. Hopefully you're not watching the stream.
See birds flying around?
Birds.
A river?
A river.
River artifacts moving around. That's cool.
Yeah, and birds. There's the moat. I got the
Definitely ignoring the stream.
Yeah, don't look at the stream. Whatever you do, if
Damn.
you're watching. But yeah, you see a moat, and you see how the water's like moving and birds flying around. See, I went all crazy with animated gifs. Don't watch
And
the
that's
stream.
not us.
That's not you.
That's right, they got cooler tokens than us. Right.
Tommy wants to join the party.
They got cooler tokens than us.
It's alright. Matt just loves them more. It's okay.
Oh
right.
my goodness! I will make your tokens better. What do I need to do to make your tokens better? How are they?
We're
better?
just giving you a hard time.
Yeah.
The other group handled this much better than you guys did last week.
3 weeks ago. Yeah. So what do you want to do? You're in front of this stagnant moat. You've got rotten timbers all around. It's
How deep is it?
Probably can't tell.
you can't tell. It's really murky. I'd say though, in total, this moat is probably 30 feet across.
Hmm.
Do you think I could like craft something like a small raft?
Yes,
to
I
get
do.
across?
Yes, I
Yeah, we
do.
could probably make a raft. I think we'll be able to make a bridge.
No, but there are poking around. There are the remnants that you find to make a small raft out of this half-rotted timber, coupled with the rope that we'll say you have. Assuming you have rope.
Everyone's got a rope, right?
Yeah.
No.
So why don't you go ahead and
Made
make
out
me
of,
a craft skill? Oh, you wanna? Would you like to push that roll?
Yes.
Or would you like Emmerich to assist you in? Is there an
And I can
assist?
could help as well, right?
What's the rule on assisting? Is there assisting? Made that up.
Yeah, you have to roll the same roll, and if you get a sword, then you give a +1 to the actual person.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly.
Yes, correct. Help.
Push it. Push it.
Should I push it?
Yeah, you don't have any.
I mean, that's your strength. You need those hit points.
No, you're not going to a castle full of undead.
So it's I didn't have to adjust anything.
Nope, just roll again. Same dice. Okay. Yeah, you succeed, but take 1 point off of your what's the attribute that's tied to crafting? Strength. Take 1 point off your strength.
Right.
Who knows?
But
And does
you
he
do
get willpower?
Yeah.
Is that a thing?
you have 1 point of willpower now. Woo! Make note of that on your character sheet.
And so do you, DM.
I know. Ha ha ha. To use against you to
That's
kill you.
2,
tonight.
right?
That's 2. I've got Whamleys and now Ellies. Oh, we've lost. We had some viewers. Thanks for dropping by. We've lost most of them, if not all of them. Don't forget to subscribe. Yeah, you make a raft, and you're able to push your way across the moat with little to no trouble.
Now we can talk about what's on the screen on your stream.
If you decided to swim across, that would have been a much different story. Let's go back to Weatherstone.
It involves tentacles.
Let's go back to Weatherstone, everybody.
I didn't even get to look at the stream.
Oh, there's like a creature in the water. It's on the GM layer, so if you're watching the stream, you can see it. And I know Yona watches the stream from time to time. That's why I was like, don't look at the stream.
I probably would too if I had a second monitor.
I unfortunately have peripheral vision, so I couldn't help but actually notice that giant eyesore in the middle of that river moat thing.
It's on the GM layer. You're not supposed to see it. So you make your way across, and you clamber up the other side of the bank, and you're in front of a great door that once housed the drawbridge. And you peek your heads inside, and you can hear movement coming up from up ahead, like into number 3 there. You hear movement, you hear like, it sounds like shuffling around and walking, and like, it almost sounds like metal clanking on metal. And you're not too sure what is going on, but it sounds like there's a lot of
forces. A lot.
It sounds like a lot of activity. A lot of shuffling and moving, and chairs being like pushed out from behind a table. It sounds like that, like grinding on wood, on stone. You can hear it sounds like fists hitting.
It's not in reaction to us then, right?
Does everybody else hear that?
Not from what you can tell, but you don't hear any like voices or anything like that. You just hear like the motions and the movement and the scuffling.
It's like a silent banquet.
Yeah.
So everyone does hear that, right?
Did we decide who could sneak the best?
Probably
I think
not.
it was Tommy, wasn't it?
What is that? Stealth, agility, plus skill?
Yes. What?
That's
would you like
not
to do?
Whamley at all.
Okay, so you want a scouting? Here you go.
No, stealth.
gonna
Did
call-
you want a stealth up there? He was
Like, I was going to say stealth and scout, right? Because, like,
Here we go.
Russian bot. I just noticed that now. I'll always have you, Russian bot.
Ah, that's weird. I thought I rolled it. Hold on. Here we go. Ready? Drum roll. And boom.
Hey, yeah. So you make your way up there, and as far as you can tell, you're nice and quiet and silent. And you peek around a corner, make your way up the hallway, and peek around the corner into number 3 there on the map. And you reach a large, gloomy hall, which was once a place of sumptuous feasts. There's just long tables everywhere. There's a huge, massive, great hall. Now it's only home to death and decay. The remains of rotting flesh and moldy tapestries spread an odor thick enough to make you gag. Old wooden chairs on cold stone floor are the remains of what was once the king's large banquet room. In this room, you see, almost locked in time, there's probably hundreds of skeletons sitting there at tables, pretending to eat. They're sitting there like nothing has happened. They're sitting there. They're like pushing each other back and forth. They've got like tankards where like they're pretending to drink from, and they're challenging each other. But like, there's no sounds coming from their voice boxless bodies.
They're animated. Wait. They're undead.
They are skeletons, and it looks like they're locked in time. You look at them. They haven't noticed you because you stealthed your way up there, and they're carrying on like nothing's happened. It looks like there's a grand feast taking place here.
How many are there?
Over 100.
Do they have weapons?
Some of them do. They are old and rusted, decrepit, falling apart. But they do have weapons.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna head back down to the party.
Where was the exit to that room?
The other side,
Through the skeletons.
through the skeletons.
All right. I'll go down and report to the party that there's a party going on.
And you're all invited.
Yeah. Say it's the people throwing it don't have a lot to eat. They're a little on the thin side.
Could say that they're all skin and bone, but then you'd still be
No, they're-
lying.
Mostly just bone, but they are a little. It's a kind of a chilly reception up there. They're what do you guys want to do? Because some of them had weapons. They don't look too tough, but there were hundreds of them.
We could act like we're supposed to be here.
Go on.
Oh, that's my idea, is walk straight towards the door.
Okay.
That goes wrong. Turn
Oh, you're
around
back.
and...
I was just in your Discord. Thank you for dropping by. You're welcome back. Yes, there's over 100 of them in there. Sorry, the chat's asking a question. There's over 100. There's lots. They
How
didn't
about
see
you,
you
Whammy?
though. They didn't see you, Tommy.
Yeah. Well,
Is there a way
it's
to
okay.
not go by them?
Are there any other paths around in this room?
From what you saw, it's just a long, great hall.
What's so great about it?
Its size.
It's full of skeletons.
And it's full of 100 plus skeletons locked in believing that they're alive. You saw like them
Well,
stabbing things with forks and putting it in their mouth, and it falls through their chest and onto
and
the
they're all
floor.
like in this. They were all like in the center of the room, right? Like all on banquet tables or whatever.
The banquet tables like line the whole room from one end to the other, just long tables.
I'm picturing, like, think Harry Potter main hall.
Yes, like that. Yes.
Well, because I was thinking, I've got this canvas tent, giant canvas tent, and we could cut it up. And listen to me, we could cut it up. We could go outside and get some dirt and make it all grimy or whatever, and make like a blind, so we can just follow the walls along the outside of the room, and we'll use it as a blind, so they won't see us.
I thought you were gonna say, we'll hide inside of it and walk through like Solid Snake in a box, and they
No.
won't see us. Bring.
We'll just make a blind. We can like carry it along our left side and just follow the right side along the wall.
Dun, dun,
Well,
dun,
is
dun,
it scalable? Is this thing scalable on the outside?
Great question. Want to try? It's rather smooth, but there are little divots and such that you could put your fingers and feet in. You know, this is an ancient keep, so it's pretty dilapidated.
I'm guessing the exit's the 4 where that is it a bridge up 4?
Well, what I'm
Yes.
trying to understand here, when I'm looking at the picture, like in the section 1 there where the bard was.
Mm-hmm.
Is there no way across to the other side there?
No, that's a moat.
That's
All around. A moat
forward. It's like a
surrounds-
tower that's on this side of the moat.
Yeah, the moat goes behind it. It's
So why were we worried about the moat? Because it looks like you can just walk right up.
Because
to the entrance.
number 1, there's a moat where the ramp goes up and you have to jump across.
Number 2.
You see
Number
number
two.
two.
Number 2, sorry.
it just kind
There
of
was
cuts
no
off there.
Number
drop.
2 looks like a number 1 on my screen. So
Oh,
there's
yeah.
a moat there as well.
Zoom in. The moat is around this whole place. It is surrounded by a moat, all the way around. And
Yeah,
as you,
and the
and if you're
drawbridge
watching-
was Fubar.
and
maybe
if
it's
you
hard to
watched
tell
on
from
the,
the colored picture.
and if you're watching the stream, you saw a monster on the GM layer in the moat.
Oh, okay. But did we cross the moat?
Yes.
Pretty sure it's a singular path through. It goes 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
That is a
I'm
good
trying to-
assumption.
I'm trying to Kobayashi
I hear that.
or whatever that is.
He's
Yeah,
trying
I wanna-
to mic it. The situation.
Trying to mic it right.
Yeah.
Can't
Google blurred machine.
can't beat the TPK
Dungeon?
if you play straight through.
I've played with many games now with Mike being on both Tuesdays and Sundays. I know how he operates.
All right. Well,
Well, I mean, I offered up the solution of the
So we have
This
canvas
wall.
idea. We have
yeah.
just a walk through idea because they didn't react to you, but you weren't noticed.
They didn't see me.
What's Ellie think?
well, you gotta
Okay,
realize that If you want Whamley to roll a stealth roll, he's rolling 2 die.
That's why I suggested what I.
He's an old dwarf. He's a grumpy baker.
He is a grumpy baker. He can always push it and get some willpower.
Yeah, I'll go
to
down
fight
to
all 100.
go down to 0 agility and a no time shot.
What say
All
you, Ellie? What's your thoughts on how to get past the Great Hall of Doom?
I'm little. I can probably crawl underneath one of the big tables.
Oh, I'm little and covered in honey.
So you're the distraction. I'm not
Can't
sure.
smell
I don't
anyways.
want to eat anything, but you might look like a running ham. A honeyed running ham.
Quick, get that glazed halfling!
I wonder if they would even chase us though if they saw us.
That's
Really?
my idea, but here's the thing, Tommy. If we do that, we're committing to one plan or the other.
I like seeing how the different groups are approaching the same situations. I bet this is how you feel while running Waterdeep Heist for 2 different groups.
Oh,
Adam.
for sure. Yeah, it's a really neat experience, actually.
Well, Tommy thinks we should test the skeletons by maybe sending someone in who's fast and can.
You all look at a
Get
halfling?
Get their
Do you look at the
attention and then
human
run away?
Or do you look at the human who's sitting on the back of a giant wolf?
I'm not a human.
That's
Oh, what are you?
Half elf.
Half
Half-elf.
elf sitting on the back of a giant wolf.
what I was thinking. If he could ride the wolf up to the steps, get their attention, see if they start chasing him, and then we could draw back and see if we can lead them into the boat.
We'll kite them one at a time until all 100 are dead.
This will take 7 weeks to complete this one room. Let's go, guys.
Like I said, we can only commit to one plan. Because if we rile them up, who knows if they go back to banquet skeletons.
I'm queuing up some other maps while you guys deliberate what you're doing.
Well, if this is the only way through, and there have been 7 groups through lately, it just seems unlikely that.
Let's.
once we route them
Speaking
up,
of the
they'll stay.
7 groups, Tommy, did you notice any fresher, quote-unquote, looking corpses among them? Or were they all...
No.
No, and while he's talking, while they mentioned him, not going the whole way back up to where I would have to roll a stealth roll, but just checking like the steps on the way up to that hall. What kind of activity do I see in there besides my own footprints?
That's it.
Kind of want to make all of the 100 skeletons come out to the number 1 tower
So-
now so the bard can see them.
So you guys are sitting there between 2 and 3, and you've been chatting for a few moments. And you suddenly turn around and there's a group of 5 skeletons there staring at you.
Oh boy.
Staring at
What,
the group
from-
of 4 of you. From
We're
number 3,
debating
down the Great Hall.
here, sirs.
They've heard
Okay.
you talking, and they stand there staring at you with their dead eyes and their gaping mouths, and they're holding like mugs and tankards. Can a skeleton stare? I don't know. Maybe
They can, but
they're dead. They're dead. There's sockets in your direction with their.
you can
dumb
always
fa-
say that they have, like, glowing something eyes and they're looking at you.
magic skeletons, staring at you.
Oh no, perfectly mundane animated skeletons.
And they've got all Tankard's veil, and they're kind of stumbling like they're drunk. Yeah, red glowy dots is always the way to
These
go.
are Army of Darkness skeletons if I ever saw them.
And they point to the group of you, and one of them throws his arm around the other, and then the mouth starts chattering like. You hear yes, drunk skeletons. You hear the teeth chattering like they're trying to talk to you, and they're like waving you in. They're waving you over, and one of them holds out a tankard to you.
Ellie,
Edward goes,
Lifts
hey,
up-
and he has his arms wide open.
Ellie raises her honey pot. Ah! Cheers! Weird skeletons.
So Emmerich walks towards them. What is their initial reaction?
One of them stumbles down the stairs towards you, and then like kind of falls like messy all over you, and drapes its arms around you, and then kind of looks up at you as he's draped
I help
over
him
you.
up.
and starts like trying to like with his arm around you guide you back towards the hall, and he's like holding his tankard, his empty tankard out to you, which he continues to drink from, but it is completely empty.
With my free arm, I kind of backwards motion the rest of the group. Come on, dudes.
Following along.
Yeah, so you're all welcomed in there. So you come into the hall and heads turn towards you, and you see some of them move aside and they make room at a table for you, and they put plates down and they welcome you over, and people are coming over, and skeletons are coming over, they're trying to shake your hands, and they're putting their arms around you. And
skeletons are people too.
They were once people.
Any shields in here?
These guys are stuck being people, unfortunately.
There's not any new shields, if that's what you're saying. There's like old, rotting wood shields on the backs of some of these guys.
Probably damaged beyond repair.
Who's the biggest? Actually, who's the toughest looking amongst you? Is it Ellie?
Probably.
Ellie, one really big skeleton stumbles over towards you and kind of gives you like a shove, it's like a challenge.
Oh, hey, tough guy.
And it's like all stumbling
back.
and drunkenly staggering, and it's motioning at you, and it's kind of puts its hands up to its chest like, come on.
Arm wrestle him. Do it.
I'll put my little hands up. Fisticuffs.
I hope you're wearing gloves, dude.
No, his hands are covered in honey. Or her hands are covered in honey.
If I'm little and he's quite big, I'm going to try and scurry underneath his legs to like confuse him.
Sure, why don't you go ahead and do that? Why don't we roll for that? See how that works. He is really large. Like, living, he would have been like a 7-foot man.
Move
He's
agility
huge.
would be the closest.
Steal his femur is what someone's in the chat. Yeah, do a move.
Right.
Yeah,
so you scurry underneath, and it looks down between its legs as you're running and tumbles over. And a bunch of the other skeletons turn to him, and they're pointing, and it looks like they're trying to laugh. Like, one of them is like moving up and down, back and forth, and its jaw falls off as it's like laughing so hard.
Ellie will put
I help
two
his
thumbs
jaw.
Ah!
I hand that skeleton his jaw back.
It nods. Kind of like, it doesn't understand what's happening.
I was kind of hoping that they were semi-self-aware.
No,
they're like completely stuck in like a certain time.
Locked in time.
This makes me sad.
Yeah.
Well, you should just kill them all then.
Well,
Let's know.
I think
leave
they'll
Weatherstone.
all
It's a silly
die
place.
when we relieve this place of its curse.
Oh, the curse of Zygofer. Bless you.
Ellie's going to keep making her way past them while sort of socializing with the skeleton.
Yeah. They're turning, and they're kind of like, they look like they're trying to talk to you, and they're cheering you on, and skeletons are offering you things as you're going by, like drinks and this and that, but none of them are really trying to stop you as you're making your way through the great dining hall.
And she'll make social comments like, "Oh yeah, good again, yeah, remember that time?"
Finger guns.
the Spider-Man
Finger guns.
walk.
Hey! I remember you. Hey, looking good. How's the wife?
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, you make your way
Meanwhile,
through and across the room, like with like no interruptions. Nobody tries to stop you, and you make your way to the end of the room, and you can see it leads out to number 4 there. It leads out to a big ravine.
Cool.
And the other side of
close
the
door,
stronghold.
Close the door. Close the door.
Did you guys all kind of do like the double guns and make your way through?
We're all
fist
gonna
pump
work our way out there, yeah.
Yeah, I kind of just raised a tankard to all the bros in bones.
Hodor.
Exactly.
That's right.
Double
That's right.
tinker it away across the hall.
Hold the door.
Two-fisted
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, you guys make your way through the room, and Y'all look at Tommy. You're like, man, you're overthinking this, Tommy. You took,
We're all sweating bullets.
Yeah.
Let's not even.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Who'd have known they were locked in time like that?
Right?
All right.
Okay, so you are at number 4 on the map. They're making sure that it's lined up on the stream. Yeah, people can see what we're talking about. So,
Let's see.
Judge is not so tough.
yeah. The ravine. It's as if an axe of a giant has cleft both of these both sides of the stronghold and the rock in two, and left a deep, infected wound from which the sound and stench of the mountain's death rattle rises. A single chain spans the darkness of the ravine, and it is obvious there used to be a bridge here. The opposite wall, with a yawning portal into the eastern half of the stronghold, is 5 meters away.
That's far.
So we just need to throw Ellie over there, and then the essence of the player will go to the yawning portal and grab all of our allies out of
Yawning
it.
portal. Yes. You can look. You look up upwards to number 7 there, and you can see another drawbridge. But that drawbridge up there is intact, from what you can tell. So you see that this keep is split in two.
But it's raised on the opposite side of where we want
Yes,
it to come from.
exactly. So a single rusty chain hangs.
Okay, I say one person carries a rope across so that we have a safety line. We'll even tie it around your waist, and we'll hold on.
And we'll hold on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Straws for that, right?
How's far as 5 meters? If you were using the king's
15 feet,
Okay.
approximately.
You can almost jump 15 feet.
Almost, but I don't think that's an average jumping height. Jumping distance.
What about your wolf?
For
How far
anybody.
can your wolf? What about your wolf? They got a running jump.
You have the stats for that. I wasn't able to keep up on the
All
stats
right.
when you were reading them off.
I'm grabbing.
I think you
my,
have to toss me.
Toss them like somewhere in.
I'm grabbing my card.
Tossing you is
problem
even
is-
more of a feat.
Problem is, it's literally like a card. It's like a playing card that I have the stats on. They're not in a book or anything. I don't have a PDF. I have literally a card that I'm looking at.
Ah, I get you.
Its agility is
Do you
5.
have a scanner?
No. I could take a picture on my phone and post it in Discord. That's the best I can do.
There
for
you go.
Yay, technology. Who needs scanners when you have a phone?
Well, my
Camera in
wolf
your
might
phone.
not be able to carry my weight that far, but it would probably be able to carry Ellie's weight across that gap.
It's got 5 agility. It's not bad.
Well, so do I. Man, this... Well, what would it be? Move? Who has move? Who feels comfortable making this? In game,
It's got
a
It's got a move of 4. It's got a move of 4, and move would
Wow.
be good. Here, I'm gonna post it in our Discord right now.
What's on the other side of this thing? Are there any?
That is a great question.
I have a move total of 3.
The
Not jumping that pit.
the other side empties into darkness. There's it's almost like a guard tower on the other side, and you can see coming out from behind the guard tower steps leading up into another keep there, up into number 5.
Wait,
How
it has
large
a
of a-
scouting of 5? Oh, sorry.
There's your gray cat. Wait a minute, my wolf's
How-
really good.
How big of a landing is it over there?
Like width? How?
How wide and how deep before the steps start to go up?
Oh, I'd say it's about 15 feet wide. Like, this was a large bridge at one point, and you can't see into the darkness how far before the steps go up.
Is the chain mounted above or below or to the side, or
It is mounted above.
how high above?
Above you, it is 15 feet. If you're watching
So
the stream, I
it's-
literally looked up like I was looking at it. It's 15 feet
it's-
above you.
Okay, so if we were to take a
And
length of
there.
rope and throw it over the
Ooh.
chain,
Yes?
and then we could
Well, you could
we
totally
could
swing
just,
across, right?
Yeah.
yeah, we could just slide across, right?
I was imagining it was below, like it was the bottom half of a bridge or something.
All right, so Tommy's going to do this. He'll secure his kit. He'll get a. Who has a rope?
I hand him a rope,
How long is your rope?
50 feet.
Okay, so here's what Tommy's going to do. He's going to tie the rope around his hands after he loops it over the top of it, so that he's got basically like a hold either side. He's just going to slide across, but he's going to use the length of the rope that's left to fasten around his waist and trail back so that they can catch him if he gets into a problem. Okay.
Okay. I like it.
And then he'll also take a little bit of oil or something. He'll put some oil on the rope
Some honey?
and rub it on the chain. No honey. That will slow us down. And
Where do you
he's
have oil
going
from?
to,
Who has oil?
we're adventurers.
This game's
everything
complete-
is calculated.
This
dude.
game's completely different, man. You have to actually have.
You don't
down
you
what
don't have oil. You have honey.
All right, he'll
Spit
he'll
on
get
it.
it out of Emmerich's hair. No, I'm just
What?
No. You have no oil.
I have no. Okay, I'll spit on it.
There you
Okay.
go.
So, and then just going to hop up there, and he'll use that to get across that way. He'll slide himself across.
Okay, so you're gonna roll me a move?
Sure. How do I do that?
It is a skill.
It's called move.
What if I have that?
I don't
It's
know. I
under
thought you
might.
did the way you were being so
It's agility, so I mean,
you
Yeah.
were so sure of yourself with this plan. I was like, oh wow, Tommy must have a great move because the wolf has a move of like 100, but Tommy's taking the rope and the honey and he's committing.
There's no honey involved in this app.
Okay,
Yet.
okay. So whatever your,
All right.
I have a feeling you don't have any points in move, knowing your because you randomly rolled your character. Why do I see nothing?
it's a custom roll.
What did you do? Oh,
There you go.
hey!
Yep, that's
So
it.
you go back
Hey!
to the door, you take a run as long as you can, and you leap across and you clear the other side with the rope and the chain tied around you.
Okay. And then that wasn't what I was thinking, but as long as that works, that's fine. He'll take his take the rope off and let the guys pull it across. Or does somebody want me to keep the rope on this side?
Is there anything to
Well,
tie it to?
Yeah. Is there anything over there that you could tie to?
There sure is. There's like a beam on the inside of that like little keep there on the other side that you could easily tie this to.
Okay. I still don't understand why you couldn't just loop something over the chain and get pulled across. If it's above you, why couldn't you just hang from that and just get pulled across?
I don't
That
follow.
would
It's,
involve-
it's dangling.
That would involve a couple of ropes, wouldn't it? Not just one.
Wait, is the chain
It's
the chain
It's coming
What
out
was
of
like
like above you because it was once attached to the drawbridge that's no longer there. So it would have been the chain that would have pulled it up and down, like a part of that chain.
is it not spanning between the two things?
No, it's not. It's only on one side.
Oh shit! I have no idea what I just did then. That's cool. So he leaped over it. All right. Well, that was
Yeah, you
way
leapt.
Is very very not good.
Oh,
Number
that's
4
fine.
looks like a chain stretched across the chasm
yeah,
between the two doors. And
there
he's talking
is-
about it being above, and I'm like, it looks like it's one chain below.
there's quite a bit of interpretation I've had to do running this game,
Okay.
which is fine.
So just so we're clear, what I thought there was a chain 15 foot above that spanned the thing.
Oh, gotcha. No, but you
And
were
that's why I
successful. You're on the other side with the rope and the chain tied around you, and you could tie it to something, and the others could make their way across.
Yeah. So we'll throw the one end of the rope over
Okay.
to the party and let them.
Yeah, you guys can shimmy across. I'm not going to make you roll for that.
Excellent.
That's not.
How's the wolf getting over?
I'm going to say the wolf's going to leap. No.
Yeah. We'll make him leap.
I'll let your wolf cross. I won't make you roll for your wolf. Oh, well, he makes it anyway. She makes it anyway.
That's a lot of dice just for a wolf to... Because we have the same agility, Matt, so that made it easy.
That was easy. All right, so you guys are now on the other side, and there's these stairs that lead up into another keep there. It's another small room. Number 5 is a smaller kind of room or structure before leading into the keep of number 6 behind it. So as you make your way up to number 5, or towards number 5, you get like a heavy stench of rot, and it seems like almost like medicinal, like elixirs rolling around this area. Very unnatural smells coming from about.
So does it smell like a hospital room to players, or is it actual rot, like wood rot, carpet, mold?
No.
Or undead.
Yeah, like decaying flesh.
Like dead squirrel in your yard.
Yeah.
Smells like the goblin camp.
That's gross.
You guys want to enter as you get closer?
Oh, did we keep a rope spanning that thing so we can make it like a quick exit back? Just
No,
in case
Emmerich burned it.
bad things happen.
Burn the rope.
Yes, there's a rope there.
Yeah. So it's the only way to motivate your troops. Burn their way.
Yeah, so you guys are standing in front of this door with this terrible stench rolling out from inside.
Lovely.
Yeah, totally smells like the goblin camp after a good raid.
Do you guys enter the room?
Well, I don't see why we wouldn't.
Okay,
This
so
is
you guys,
the path.
You open the door, and the chambers were grand ones. The remains of silk and old portraits that haven't been torn down still hang on the walls. Now the rooms are filled with cauldrons, pools, broken pottery, dissection tables, and other items and things. Everything is covered with dust, but to your horror, you realize the body parts of animals and humans that have been nailed to the walls seem to have been alive up until recently. And there's something moving under the debris.
Kill it
Oh,
with fire!
glorious. Where rat? Close the door.
Let's do initiative.
Well, that's a lovely picture.
Let's go over here.
I'm picturing like an actual dissected rat mounted on the wall, and it just twitched.
Well, let's make this thing undead. Not undead, but not dead anymore. And...
Well, that wasn't part of your description either.
What? I made this map for fun. For funsies. Oh, look at this guy hanging.
Well, there's
there.
like a corpse there with dried blood.
Yeah. I just made this for fun in map. What is it? What's the thing I use? Map tool, whatever it's called in stream. In Steam. Let me grab your tokens.
Looks good.
Thanks.
Oh, you bought this in Steam?
No. I have that map making
made
tool
it.
that I use on Steam, so I made this map on there.
Okay, I'm looking for a good map tool.
I highly recommend that one. I'll tell you what it is after.
I can buy it in Steam?
You can buy it in Steam, and all of the assets are free. Like this bear rug, these blood spatters, the
Yeah,
tables.
you can find them all over the internet. Most of them are from Dungini forums.
But you can just like download them to your account. But anyways, so let's go ahead and do combat. Let me clear this out. Get these bums out of here. Get you bums in there. Oh, there's cards on the table.
Yeah,
or
don't draw cards yet.
Did somebody draw already? Because I was just going to recall.
Oh, go ahead. I'm learning how to use the. I see the draw thing here.
Did you draw already? Is that yours on the table there?
I haven't clicked it yet.
The DM can actually draw for all of us.
You can just deal to the order. Yeah.
Never mind. What is that?
Though a 2 is pretty good, if I remember correctly. Lower is better. I have a 3, I think.
Yes, you do. Yeah, the font's funny. Let me add this thing to the turn. I got a 6. So remember, lower is better. You act sooner.
So do you see the weird thing above your name in Roll20, fellas?
That's
Go ahead
your
and
card.
click on that. And then you...
Ooh,
So
we got a 10.
Ellie, you a 10.
Ellie. Ouch.
You can manually input that in the turn order yourself, or just tell it to Matt if you feel uncomfortable. Oh, wait, I suppose we
That's
all
right,
can.
battle map time. Battle map time and or TPK time.
I have a 4. How do I get that over there?
Click
So
on the
find
number.
Tommy in the turn order. You see your name there?
Just put 4 in.
Click on the 0 next to your name and then put 4. Yep.
To make sure to enter to make it focus out of the cell.
I used to have a picture of this thing. I'm just looking for it. Oh, there it is. Man, bear, scorpion. You see
Whoa.
this abomination of a creature. It looks like it's been hobbled together in some weird experiments. And it's the hybrid of a human, a scorpion, and a lion. It's crawling around and it's taking notice of you.
Wait, say that again. A lion is a what?
A lion, a human, and a scorpion crawling around, and it's
Oh
like
my!
grabbing like the
Came
loose,
out of the wardrobe.
the loose bits, like the arms and the limbs and such that are nailed to the walls, and then it turns and it sees you.
Lion, tiger, scorpion. Oh my!
Oh my! Let me get to the stats for this guy in front of me here. But who gets to go first? Let's get turn order going here. It's Emmerich gets to go first. Oh, I always screw those up.
Sending.
All right, Emmerich, you are up first. Go ahead. What do you want to do while I find the stats for Man Bear Pig?
Man, bear, pig.
Last time, did we ever remember or rule what the hold actions were? If any?
There are no hold actions.
Okay. So I suppose I'll stand my ground with my bow out, waiting for a clear shot.
Clear shot. Okay.
All right, Tommy.
Yeah. Hang on a second.
Tell me, can you hear me?
So, is there any way to hit that thing from there?
You can always roll, but I think you would need to aim.
4 messages deleted by Nightbot. I am sorry. I really need to loosen the leash on Nightbot. That's just the vanilla default settings, and it's terrible. Okay,
So
I'm not supposed to
what's
kill
the-
you guys till you get back.
What's the like if I aim and fire?
Oh, this thing's... If you
how
aim and
tragic
fire,
is
go ahead. I just want to get this thing on stream, because I'm looking at the stream and they can't see Man Bear Pig.
So your action is firing, and everything else is aiming.
There we
So you
go.
can't do anything else.
Well, no, that's fine. But I guess what I'm trying to understand is, from where I'm standing, if I aim and fire, how big of a negative is it?
Well, it's -2. It's
Let me
something
grab
to-
my handy GM screen that has all my references on it.
Still
Yes.
feel like I have the range understood here yet.
Yes, it's -2.
So
It's long distance.
So here.
Yes.
this is where your short bow is effective at. He's kind of outside of that. You see the lines there?
Yeah, so those
Yeah,
are
so
our range bands.
So I'm going to aim as my partial action, and then I'm going to shoot as my action.
Yeah, go for it.
And then how do I reflect a -2?
Just downgrade one of your.
Is it your skill or is it
we're
your
gonna do
attribute?
character shoot here. So Tommy,
Mm-hmm.
you're rolling.
You always make modifiers on your skill.
Yeah.
You never change your attribute.
So marksmanship.
Marksmanship.
Yep. So then, see how you got a 4? Well, no, it's on your skill. So take that down to a -1. It's not really a -1.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a -1. Click your skill down to a -1. And then hit the roll button down there in the bottom left, underneath all those numbers.
Is this a bad idea to do this?
No. You might lose your last few arrows, but hey, hit it.
Okay.
How much damage does your short bow do?
I don't know.
1 point of damage.
1 point of damage.
That's
The slaughter is just beginning. They hit this thing already.
if you actually use the short bow button, it would put that in there, I believe.
Oh yeah. Okay. I'm sorry. It's a good idea.
Use them buttons. All right, time to start keeping track of hit points.
Wes is like, I do all this work to build this shit for you people. And you
I
don't
didn't.
even use
I
it.
didn't even do it. It was this other dude named
Oh,
Vince.
was
Oh, never mind. This thing's got natural armor. Let's see if it soaks it up.
Pierce armor.
It's got carapace. No, you don't.
I pierce it.
No, you don't.
Only if you have willpower to spend.
I have a skill for that.
Do you have the willpower to spend it?
How do I get willpower?
You damage yourself.
Yeah, and so far only 2 of you have done it, and you're not one of the 2.
Alright.
But you damage it. It goes through. But because this is natural armor, it's carapace. It does not lose armor ever. Its armor does not downgrade, so it's always gonna have 5 armor dice. This thing is tough.
We need a bigger boot. That's what you're saying.
So you do 1 point of damage to it. Okay. It's its turn. It's its turn. It's going to use all of its actions to move towards you. Double move. Whamly! You're up.
Oh, fuck.
You're like, oh, why is it always me? You do have to cut yourself to get willpower, and that's why this world is so good, because it's so harsh. Your gear breaks, your stats go down, and you have to hurt yourself to get willpower. Love it.
Only the DM is happy all the time.
And I get willpower whenever you get willpower, and I don't have to cut myself. I don't have to go emo.
I'm feeling that Matt would feel differently about this game if he was on this side of it.
Probably.
I know, right?
I like how deadly it is.
I
have not
cursing the DM
listen.
along with this.
I have not killed a character yet. I've dropped a character 4 times in one combat, but they had crazy abilities so they could get back up. But nobody has died yet in this game.
None of us are an orc because we didn't think ahead.
Yeah.
Cheers, fella.
The kin ability for orcs to get back up, spend a willpower and get back up when you die.
I forget how far you can move.
A band.
Never clear.
You can move a band.
And I'd take another move to get it within arm's reach.
Right. Yep.
Correct.
So you could be like anywhere, like in here. You're just,
I
like,
have to
next
move
him.
twice to actually get to beside him.
Yes.
Which means
like
I
he
don't
moved-
want to.
He
So
moved
I'm
twice.
staying here.
Okay. Ellie, you're gonna charge
It's an
in
action
there?
economy game. You got to make sure you're using the action economy to your favor.
It totally is an action economy game. I agree.
Yeah, I'll move in and get ready. If I had a shield, I'd bang my shield, but
But you don't.
I d-
You're just twirling
Bang
the
your
blade.
forehead instead.
Some of you guys have damaged gear also, don't you? Or no?
Oh yeah, we've got tons of damage gear.
Yes. Okay. Emmerich. I'm just kidding. Emmerich, you're up.
Is he kidding?
I don't think so.
You guys can
Clear
walk.
dice pool.
It's all comes down to the dice. It all comes down to the rolls in this game, right? You guys can roll amazing and I can roll crap. I could fail on every time. See, you hit. What are you rolling?
2
Short bow?
successes. Yes.
So
It
that's
says it right in the roll.
2 points
you
of damage.
actually go.
Oh, look at that. You got all in there. Thank you for programming that for me.
I didn't do that.
Yes. You Let's roll my armor. I soak 1.
So I do 1.
So it finds
Man,
its
that
mark.
dude's hides is thick.
You sink an arrow into one of its squishy human parts.
And
Man,
now I need
scorpion
to do
monkey.
this.
Scorpion monkey. Tommy, you gonna fire another arrow at this thing? Oh, yeah, Tommy, you forgot to roll for your arrows, didn't you?
You can do that right now.
Please
Oh
roll.
no!
Oh
Tom-
no!
Tommy, you go down a die for arrows. You're down to a D6 now.
I don't like
And if
this
you
game.
lose one more, that's it. You're out
You're out of arrows.
And then what do? I'm just going to be like taunting it?
Grab Emmerich's arrows, and then he can do other
Oh,
things.
grab Emmerich and throw Emmerich.
Yeah, just try to launch me in your pool. See what happens.
Okay, so go ahead and roll your attack. You're down to a D6 for arrows now.
Oh, is it me again?
Yes, Tommy,
Yeah, it's
you're
you.
up, Tommy.
Oh, okay. All right. I figured out what I did wrong. I should have had 2 extra die last time.
So, while Tommy's rolling, this is the system that just got announced this week for the Alien role-playing game. Come on, as if this, like, die economy and losing points and things breaking and all that, as if that doesn't fit Aliens and Alien.
Oh, it's
perfectly.
perfect for aliens, man.
Oh,
Oh,
my
yeah, totally.
God.
I would
can't
love this more for
wait.
aliens than this.
Well,
All right,
will.
now you have to roll your arrows again.
I
'cause
will
you
be
just-
getting it for Alien, like, without a doubt. Let's roll his.
And you make it.
Mhm.
And he soaks up all the damage. It just roars. Ah! It swings its tail and whips it aside.
It's amazing. They're actually working hand in hand with Fox, like doing a deep dive into the world.
Ah! It charges at Ellie. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to that game. Like, holy crap! I love the system. I love the Year Zero system. And aliens.
I love the
Yes,
the
please.
aliens world because it's all based around the corporation.
Mhm.
All right, so for this thing's attacks, I roll on a table. It's random every round what happens. So I rolled a 4, which is
No,
deathly
would he have to
embrace.
roll to get into range and then roll to get beside me, or like a move to get into range, move to get beside me?
Oh, I was here, wasn't I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have 2 moves to get there.
Yeah, it's going to use both its moves to go there. I'm fine with that.
Okay.
Okay,
Excellent.
He's
Wembley.
very confident in his monster, fellas.
Rawr.
It
Come
has
on,
a roll table, guys. It's gonna be
weird thing.
awesome.
Well, it's random. I can't just keep hitting you with the same attack, right? That's also in your favor. It's going to have different effects
It is.
depending on what it rolls.
It doesn't punch, kick.
Which?
I'm going to move over
Tailspin.
here to flank him. But
Okay.
I can't move in again. I guess I could move in again. I want to
Think
get attacked this
think about-
round.
Think about it facing aliens. They'll have like random tables where like maybe they'll spit acid or leap at you or hit you with their tail or something. Like, come on now. Oh, the possibilities. All right, Wembley, you're just moving over there?
I can't attack. I can get in close range, but I can't attack, so it's not worth it to even move in.
All right, Ellie,
Next
this,
round, maybe.
Ellie,
Oh,
this
yeah,
thing's
next
right
round.
next to you, and you now get to hit twice, don't you? For one attack.
It's
Is it once per monster, though?
yeah, I think that's how it's worded. Is
Yeah, it's a different
Do
target.
you want to use it now?
you can slash 2 enemies with your sword. With single action.
Oh, 2 enemies. This
sounds
is one
like-
enemy. Never mind.
Yeah.
You just
But he
got
does
one.
take up 4 times the space.
But you
But I
might want to
don't-
push.
I agree.
Oh.
Bam.
Okay. So 2 damage.
Oh, a
what-
little bit more than that with a longsword, I think.
No.
4 damage. 3 damage.
Why 3?
Because he actually
Oh,
does
it
2
did-
damage with a
Oh,
longsword.
I thought it calculated it. Gotcha. Okay.
No, it gives you your base damage, and you have to calculate the die.
All right.
Oh,
You
it actually
slash it.
tells you in there. Look at that.
Yeah. It's you slash at it and it lets it. Roar.
Yeah.
Emmerich, what do you want to do?
In the rules, how do I hand somebody arrows? Can I hand them a die of arrows?
That makes sense to me.
Yeah. You take a die away and give them a die. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a good
and
question. It's
what
a very good
action is
question.
that? Is that a full action, you think?
Yes.
I'm willing to do so.
Yes.
So, all right. So, Tommy, here's a full.
I'm good for now. If you want to do so, okay,
You're
but I'll
one away from losing everything, and I'm about to
Oh.
go into melee anyway.
All right, so I'm gonna take my die. I'm gonna take my die of arrows. Thank you.
So you're a D8 and I'm a D8. All right. I suppose I'd move over here too.
Yeah, you'd move next to him and hand it to him. Okay, now Tommy, you've got some more arrows. Do you want to take another shot at this thing?
Yes, please.
See my armor rolls. Do you want to push it?
I was going to say, am I going to have to take this thing down myself?
I would push that because you have a lot of die left.
All right, and if I roll a 1, then what the
If you roll a
bow
1
breaks?
on
You
your bow,
lose
your bow
and
could
you
break, and you
You'll
could
go
also...
to 1 bonus. You'll lose one of your gear die.
Hey,
Okay, your short bow drops to 1 single die now for the rest till you fix it or get a new one.
Yeah, your
Okay.
gear die drops to 1.
And your attribute now also drops by 1.
But
okay.
you did 2 successes.
But
so
2
you did
points of
2
damage. Let's see what we do for armor. Soaked up one of them. 1 point of damage.
So so agility is now at 3.
Yeah, you can
Bow
just hit
is
the little
now-
skull. Yeah,
And your short bow was at
Yeah.
1.
And
How
that's
do I-
on-
how do I-
that's on the actual bonus number.
Yeah, lower the bonus.
Got it.
No easy way to track that. You kind of have to remember it.
It's a
The guy who
brutal
wrote the
game
sheet
that, like,
said, put a number next to your like short bow +2, and then when you see it to 1, you know it's damage or whatever.
It's a brutal game that likes to take away dice from you, but the more that you fail, because you did fail and you do deserve
You-
willpower points.
Gained a willpower.
Oh, I did. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
you're
did.
getting willpower from your attribute being damaged.
And
Yep.
now,
Now I can shoot.
So now you
okay.
can pierce his. If you hit him again, you can pierce his armor, and he's the guy you would use that on. Like, you don't get the roll.
Okay, very good.
Okay, so
Alright.
I rolled Whipping Tail. A lightning quick attack with the beast tail hits one adventurer. Perform an attack with 10 base dice and a weapon damage of 2. Crap.
You got +1 damage, right?
So 10 base dice and +2. I'm just going to do it like this. I'm going to split it that way.
Oh, I was looking at that like you already rolled.
All right, so 1, 2. So a base damage of 2, 3, 4. So 4 damage to you.
and that's strength.
That's to Ellie?
Yep. And you
Uh-huh.
are thrown to the ground as well. You're knocked prone.
Why-
You get to roll your armor still. You can still
Yeah.
parry or whatnot if you want.
No, because you acted. You can't.
It's kind of
parry.
rude if you can't parry it,
You can't parry.
unless it says you can't.
Well, it takes an
can't-
action.
No, it takes an action. You used a fast action already. So you have, again, it's an action economy game, so you have to anticipate if it's going to hit you. If it might attack you, you would save.
Oh no, his attack is a slow action. He didn't
Oh, so
move.
you-
He just
yeah,
stood there and
yeah.
attacked it.
That's
He's
right,
got
you
a
st-
parry.
That's right. You still have fast action, so you can.
He's also got armor.
So do you want to roll parry first?
Sure.
What type of weapon are you holding?
Long sword?
So the type of damage on this is slashing. Okay, so there's no pluses or minuses.
So what would I... Where's the parry? What do I parry
It's
again?
actually a weapon roll. Or no, it's. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you actually roll your weapon for parry.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering.
Weapon versus weapon makes sense.
Yep. Your melee.
And what is he parrying against? I see several
He's
rolls. Which
Whipping
one?
a whipping tail. That's all of.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm pretty sure he can't push that.
No, you can't.
No, you
It's
can't
one
push a
roll.
parry, but you do get to roll your armor now. What do you have for armor?
just a 2 gear bonus.
Okay.
Ah,
So you eat the what was it? Base damage of 2,
4.
4 damage
to my strength?
to your strength.
I'm down.
We're one step closer to TBK.
One shotting an NP or PC.
PC.
I would have been down with one because I already had damage to my strength.
So what's your halfling trait, by the way?
Wouldn't you have recovered some strength when you rested?
I just got that when.
Yeah, he didn't rest in between getting it.
Oh.
You have, but he hasn't.
Hard to catch is my kin.
So what is that? Does that help you?
I can't remember. I feel it's not like a combat thing.
Okay.
Or a thing.
Then let's move to Whamley
okay.
while you look that up. Go ahead and look it up, and let's move to Whamley.
You can spend willpower points in combat to avoid being hit by physical attacks. Every WP spent eliminates 1x on the attack, or 1 success on the attack rolls. So if you have willpower, you can spend it to remove a hit.
So you have 1 willpower, don't you?
I'd still drop though.
I'd do 3 points of damage instead of 4.
Yeah, I'd still drop.
How much strength do you have?
I had 4. I had 1 damage already from before this combat.
Oh, so the 3's still going to drop you.
Yeah.
Oh.
So don't spend that willpower point yet.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. You pushed yourself outside when I was like,
Hang on to that
really need
willpower. Okay. Whamley. Let's hop to you.
I'm going to move up and attack.
Yes. I figured you would.
With my short sword. Yay! For all of the not very much damage.
Hey.
Does this thing look like it's...
My short sword's going to blow up.
Well, only if you push, right? So I'm assuming you're not going to push.
I'm not going to push.
All right, we're over to Ellie.
How does dying work?
Let's find out. Let me move.
Well, he's unconscious.
I'm gonna
What
move
would you
my
like to do for your action?
bookmark and make my way over. Oh, Crazy Like Gaming says R.I.P. in the chat. R.I.P.
Even
Ellie.
a tombstone there.
All right,
Grave
healing
marker,
56, 108, 123. This has never happened, so I don't know. I don't know. You might be the first to fall. That's an honor, isn't it?
Roll for like a critical or something.
I have no idea.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for reminding me. Yes, there is critical. Oh, Wes, you're the best. Thank you. All right.
Because it doesn't kill you outright. You like get a critical injury or something.
Roll me a D66.
Okay.
If you roll
What was that
66, double one? No, a 61.
That's a 66, though.
No, it's a 61. He rolled. The cross swords is a 6 and a 1.
Ah,
61.
Severed leg.
What?
Nice.
Permanent.
Oh,
Is it
no.
lethal? Yes. -1. You're gonna die in 1 round if
Whoa.
someone doesn't help you.
next question. How the F do we do that?
And 2-handed weapons can no longer be used. But oh no, sorry. To run becomes a slow action. So yes, lethal. -1. And it's a permanent injury. Ellie has permanently lost a leg.
Oh no!
Are you happy, man?
It's but a scratch. What you gonna do? Bleed on me? His chat is quoting Monty Python. All right.
So how do we help him if there is help to be done to...
Or, I'm sorry, time limit. Time limit is D6 hours. 4 hours. You have 4 hours.
Until he just croaks, dude.
Until
We
he
have
just
to make
bleeds to death.
a healing roll
Yes.
to successfully
Healing roll.
staunch his bleeding severed leg.
Oh. And nobody's good at that, I
Oh, I'm decent at healing.
Okay.
All right, Emmerich, over to you. Wow, severed leg. The worst we had was a severed nose before.
Yeah, we're trumping them, aren't we?
Yes, you are.
Go us.
Just can't do
Spear
it
in
during
hand,
combat.
charge.
Okay, you're just getting adjacent for your turn?
No, I can move much faster than these plebs without horses.
Mm-hmm.
So I can actually engage without needing to spend extra movement. So how do I give myself a +1? Is it
Add it
in
to your
skill?
skill.
Yeah, to your skill. You're getting angel wings with Ellie in between them, and people are.
Oh, there's a hit.
That's a hit. R.I.P.ing you, Ellie.
And that's for a damage of 1. So hopefully this guy doesn't get amazing 1.
I haven't been rolling
6.
great for his armor, and then I negate it as I say that. Tommy, you gonna put another arrow into this? You want to try and pull Ellie away as she's bleeding?
We got 4 hours to save her, right?
Yes, you have 4 hours to
Wow.
save her.
Well, there's no combat healing unless you're a spellcaster.
And we don't have any spellcasters.
Well,
It's okay, because to be a spellcaster and cast a spell, you have to have willpower.
All right, he's gonna fire his bow again because that's what he does.
Yes, go for it.
You're going to use your ability? I would.
To go right through its armor or negate 1 point
Yeah.
armor. Like what is the wording on it?
Well,
Yeah, read the...
What's the skill called?
Path of Arrow.
Path of the arrow.
Problem is I can't read the whole thing when I click on it. I
You
only
You
can
read
can
part of it.
drag the
Scroll it
thing
over.
So how do I scroll? Oh, there we go. All right, so it says you are controlled by your own will, caster, what? Faster archer,
When you hit-
firepower.
I got it here. When you hit with a ranged weapon attack, you can spend a willpower point to find a weakness in your opponent's armor or natural armor. The armor offers no protection against the attack. So it doesn't say it's
So
for
nothing.
1 point or anything. You go right through the armor. You find that sweet spot and you do full damage. He does not get a roll.
All right.
So you're going to
Let's go
spend
ahead
your
and,
willpower that you have?
Yeah, let's go pump him full of 2 more points of damage.
Yes.
Sink it in there, and then I'm going to roll my arrows here.
Mm-hmm. 2 more points of damage. This thing, it looks hurt. It's bleeding all over. It's got arrows sunk into it. It's broken them off. And there's just a half arrow sticking out. So this thing is in rough shape. You're definitely doing damage to it, which makes you feel good after you saw what happened to Ellie.
Mm-hmm.
You're like, wait, we might make this out of here alive. Well, just throw Ellie down into the moat and
Till the next one of us
and
falls
carry
down.
on. Okay, let me roll for what attack it's gonna do. 4. Okay, I had this before. Deathly Embrace. With a powerful leap, the beast jumps upon an adventurer and embraces her with its demonic claws. Roll an attack with 8 base dice and weapon damage 1.
It did give you a gender specific.
I heard that.
I'm gonna roll.
It says her on everything.
Yeah. It's
They like the
gender
females.
neutral. Okay, Emmerich, you're 1 and 2. Wamley, you're 3 and 4. Emmerich, it is.
I'm liking this whole bow.
I'm imposing -1 to your attack there, sir.
Okay, so what does that do?
It's -1 dice.
And
your
is
skill.
that willpower, or what are you using to do that?
I'm on a mount, sir.
Is that what?
That's a
what
thing.
skill are you using? What skill are you using?
That is just how mounted combat works.
It gets a -1 die. Where is that in the book?
Under mounted combat.
Ooh, I'll take DM
discussed
challenge for
this
400,
before.
Alex.
Well, you got to move up twice and engage this thing without.
Yep.
And now also gets to invoke negative dice. I'm curious where all these things are coming from.
My next character is going to have a wolf.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, to be quite fair, this game breeds that whole find every little bonus you can because it's going to keep you alive.
I agree. So,
Yeah.
can you find that in the book for me?
Yeah,
I'd like my wolf's going to have leather interior.
Pointed it out to me the other day. It was in combat, I think, right?
yeah. It's like the last part of under the index.
I just looked under mounts and I didn't see it.
I think
Yeah,
in
it's not
combat.
under mounts.
Oh, gotcha.
Which you'd think it would be, but it's not.
It would make sense.
Combat and damage, riding animals.
Riding animals.
Tommy has an ability called Parents Didn't Believe in Inoculation, and he can make people sick around him.
Close combat, when you fight from a mount, but only with one-handed weapons. Opponents attacking you must decide if they attack you or your mount. Attacks against mounted riders suffer a 1 penalty.
1 penalty. Okay. What are you attacking with?
No, you're attacking me, sir.
Yes.
Oh, he has a spear.
Attacks against a mounted rider suffer a -1 penalty.
Oh, snap. Oak's in the chat. Okay. All right. So let's roll this. A -1. So I'm rolling with 8 base dice and 1 weapon damage. So I'll just get rid of the weapon damage. We'll do the 8 base dice.
That's still a shit ton of dice, sir. And you're complaining about a -1?
Hey.
For real?
All right. So it hits.
Oh,
It hits for...
And skulls mean nothing to...
Wait.
the DM at all.
Aren't you supposed to be rolling with like attribute dice or skill dice?
Yeah, you're rolling
'Cause
with nothing but
my-
gear, sir.
My attribute dice don't go that high on the character sheet. So I'm just using the die pool that's the highest. Because it only goes up to 6 for attribute. So
I
that's why
gotcha.
I'm using that. So it does 2 points of damage only. Blunt force. Attack hits, the victim is grappled. So we have to do the grappled condition on you.
Alrighty.
oh, it's giving you a hug.
It's giving you a big old bear hug. So, grapple.
But should there be a negative consequence for the 3 skulls?
No,
There should
only if you
be,
push.
but the DM is...
Only
the
if you,
No,
DM
it's
only if you
it's
push.
only if you push, right? Because
Yeah, just like with you
It's
guys.
You only
not
need one
on gear,
success.
though.
you only need one success to actually succeed.
Yeah.
Ah.
No,
Grab
it's
an older
not on
opponent.
it's only on his gear.
And those are actually attributes and not gear.
Yeah, exactly. Because the pool only goes so high for attribute. Hold
But
your
we've
opponent.
been taking damage when we did that.
No.
Just saying. Yes,
No.
we have.
Only
Tommy
if you,
has.
Only if you push the roll. Oh, you're
Right,
no.
I pushed the
Only
roll.
if you push the roll, you take damage on it.
So you can take away that 1, then. I don't think he took... Did you?
He pushed, yeah.
Okay.
Well, I ended up taking a point of damage on both.
He
ability
pushed
score
and gained a willpower from it
yeah.
and lost a point.
But did I lose the points because there were skulls up there?
Yes, when you pushed.
See, I don't know if I would have pushed if I'd have known there were skulls.
You didn't have skulls on the first roll. There was 2 positives, and then you rolled
Yeah, skulls
the push.
remove stuff
Oh,
on your actual push.
I see. So the skulls come up when I pushed, or the skulls?
So here's the roll. I got it up
Only
on
on
the screen
push.
here. So here's the
Only
original
on-
roll.
only on- Got it.
You have a 3, 5, 5,
No,
4,
it's
3,
fine.
and a 2 and 3, and you pushed
You don't
it,
have-
and you took a point of damage to your attribute, and you took a point of damage to your bow when you pushed it.
Because
That's
of the
what I
skulls.
Whereas I'm not pushing, I'm just rolling, so the skulls
Got
are don't mean anything. If I push
So if
this,
those skulls come up when I just do my initial roll,
nothing
then I
bad happens. If you push,
Got
then
it.
the skulls are a bad thing.
got it. Understood.
And
Okay.
I don't think Matt actually has ever pushed quite yet.
I haven't. So you grab hold of your opponent, roll for melee, as no weapon can be used. Can be dodged or parried. So you can try and dodge or parry it. Because you
I'm on a
Did
mount.
not
I don't think I can do
move.
this.
Oh yeah, you're on a mount. Attack succeeds. Both you and your opponent fall to the ground, and the opponent drops any weapon he's holding. Cannot move. The only action can perform is break free. So it was a successful melee. We can't dodge or parry. So you drop your weapon, and you can't move, and you're on the ground. So you're no longer on your mount, you're on the ground, and you're weaponless. The only action you could perform is break free, which is a slow action and requires you winning an opposed melee roll. Okay.
Seems difficult.
Seems very difficult. Whamley, you gonna kill this thing After you just watched Emmerich
I
get
mean, I'm
knocked
gonna
off of its
try.
wolf and get disarmed and
I'm gonna
slashed.
try.
And you took 2 points of damage?
I did.
Okay. There we go. There's a hit.
Yeah,
So that's for 2 points of damage.
2 points.
Let's
And he has an armor roll.
clear this. All right, 2 points of damage. So this thing is like coughing up blood now at this point, and it's kind of staggering, and it looks like it's on its last legs. Ellie, you're just bleeding out.
Mhm.
Emmerich, you're on the ground, so you can attempt the break free. Slow action requires you winning an opposed melee. So what's this thing?
May as well attempt.
I mean, you just need a success, and he has no successes.
What's this thing's melee?
1 success.
It's only got attribute dice.
Guess it means it doesn't have that, which sounds
It
weird.
doesn't break it out. There's 1 6 in there. That's all it needs. It has 14.
Seems janky.
No, it doesn't. It has
You wanted to roll 14d6?
No, it doesn't have 14.
I'm still on the ground.
Hold on.
Grappled.
You might not be. You are not. You're free. It's because it's based off the attribute that he's taken damage off of.
Yeah, right.
So you are up. It is your slow action.
Yep. So I'm pretty much done.
Yes.
I get up.
You can save your fast action to possibly
Go parry.
dodge. Yes.
Dodge repair with your fast action.
But you're not holding a weapon, so
Do
it's
I
not
have
going to help
to-
you.
But you
do I
can
have
dodge.
to
You can
be-
dodge.
Yeah,
You can
try to dodge.
You can dodge, which basically involves you going prone.
Can he pick his weapon up?
He, as a fast action, he can, but then he can't parry / dodge.
No, you're going to want to start with your weapon next turn anyways.
So you could use your fast action to grab your weapon off the ground.
Oh, wait, since he still has another attack before anybody else.
Okay, so that takes us to Tommy. That's a hit for 2 damage. And he takes all of it. Now this thing is really worse for wear and barely hanging on.
He's
You know how many hit points it has because you saw
Did you
what I
just
rolled.
say-
17 levels of almost dead.
Almost dead. All right.
Did you say
Option.
he's barely hanging on?
Yeah, 3
You
times
said
now.
it 3 times now.
3 times.
This is string so long.
1 and 2.
3 more attacks, he might die.
1 and 2 is Emmerich. 3 and 4 is Whamley. So it's going to attempt to hit Whamley. You have a thing, don't you? Or
Yeah, it's not even his final form.
You can hit me, whatever. I have a free parry.
yeah, you got a free parry. Okay, so let's roll a d6. 4. Okay, it's the same one that just hit Emmerich. So that deathly embrace.
You're gonna jump at my face.
Yep. So 8 base damage and weapon damage 1. So 8 base damage. It does not hit.
Misses.
With all
I
damn
am going to try
dices?
to. I'm going to try and push.
I don't blame you.
Do we get something for you pushing?
No,
No.
Get
but
him not having that push die.
I'm gonna take a point of damage.
Oh, snap.
Okay, so you get your free parry. So go ahead and roll
What
that.
kind of attack action was it?
It is a powerful leap. Beast jumps to embrace you. It is a blunt force.
That's like a punch or a kick.
Yeah.
I get a +2 with my weapon. Get a +1 because of my new talent, or my improved talent of parrying. I'm at a total of 3, 4.
Yeah.
All right.
And
He just
plus
punted
1
you.
because of the hell of it.
Okay.
And I'm going to parry that shit.
All of it. Oh, well, minus
No,
I don't know how
minus 1. So he still hits you with 1. That's good because it would have dropped you otherwise.
Oh, yeah.
So he hits you with 1 for 1 point of damage.
1 point of strength damage.
And same thing now. So you're now grappled. So
Oh!
you fall to the ground. You lose your weapon. And next round, if you want to break free, you have to do what Emmerich just did.
Or die. And
Wha-
it's your turn now because...
All right, Whamley, do you want to make an
You, I
opposed
guess.
melee check?
Is it strength? Melee?
Yeah,
Or what?
yeah.
Opposed strength check, which would actually just be a melee roll.
Opposed melee. Go for it.
Oh, I'm
Okay.
sorry, that didn't take those.
Go on.
Didn't take those gear dice out of there. I figured it would.
Well, your gear dice doesn't really affect anything.
It
does it?
doesn't.
So you are up. You break away.
Oh, and I'm gonna grab my sword.
Okay. Ellie's just bleeding.
Mhm.
And Emmerich, back to you. You're gonna try and finish this thing off?
Yep.
Okay, do it. Okay. Let's roll for armor. I've not rolled well for armor for this thing, except for now. It slashes at you with its tail and knocks away the attack.
Dang you!
Tommy, try and finish this thing off with an arrow.
Plunk.
Keyword, try.
All right,
And
Tommy.
you win!
Tommy, what does this
Now
look
it's
like?
almost completely dead.
It's the killing
All
blow,
right.
Tommy. What does this look like?
It turns around to pick its next target, and Tommy lets an arrow fly, and it just catches it right in the mouth. Comes out the other side, and it drops in a heap.
And this thing dies. It lets out its last gasp. Ugh. As does Ellie.
Well, Ellie's not dead yet. Don't even...
Does somebody want to try and heal Ellie now before we end?
Yeah. So I'll
stabilize her.
I'll have a total of 5 dice. If someone wants to do an assist roll beforehand, then maybe give me an extra die.
I
Sorry,
got nothing in there.
What do you?
There's
I
no
have
drawbacks of doing it, right?
I have 3 die for healing.
If you roll and get a success, it'll give me a bonus die.
Go ahead and
Alright,
roll.
here we go. And there it is. Nope, sorry.
It's all right. All right. I'm going to try and heal Ellie to stable, not bleeding out, staunch the blood coming out of her crippled leg.
Crippled. Non-existent
I can't-
leg.
I can't push that.
Leg
can
is
I?
gone.
No.
But I could push, right?
Yeah, you can push.
Push. Nope. Broke my bandages.
Sorry, Adam.
I guess you're gonna bleed out, Ellie. We couldn't stabilize you. I don't know. I was just looking at the rules. I'm like, what does this mean if we fail now? Yeah, you're not
It
stabilized.
means you killed a PC.
It means you're gonna bleed out over the next 4 hours.
Are you happy
And
now?
we're probably gonna leave.
Yeah,
Oh,
just turn
no.
around and leave Weatherstone. It's a silly place.
And now the Friday group's going to be like, those losers, we told them.
We walked all over that thing. To be fair, when I
give
ran this
them a
the first time, I don't think I ever soaked a point of damage with my 5 armor. I just rolled terrible. It comes down to the dice. Comes on down the dice. All right.
Well, actually, no.
Hey, Adam.
There's one more chance.
One more. If Aaron's here next time we play.
No. Can't I use my pride?
Oh, what's your pride?
When those that trust me are in danger, I can do great things.
Yes! He's triggering his pride! Oh man, this has only ever happened once before. And where someone has triggered their pride. And then you have to come up with a new one once you burn your pride.
Yeah.
So, pride! You
Is
get...
that just the one die, the D12?
You get... Yeah, let's jump to pride. This, like I said, this never comes up. You get to roll an extra D12
little
and
halfling,
include
I
the
can't
result on your die roll.
Does that help?
Oh. That's the D12? Oh man. R.I.P. Ellie. Maybe Aaron will be here next time and he can save you. Merle. No. Uber. Well.
Wait, he hasn't rolled anything yet, has he?
Oh, roll your D12.
Do that pride thing here.
Do that.
Clear this dice bowl. Is it on top of my other roll? Was it supposed to be in with
It
my
was
other roll, or is
supposed to be.
just-
It was supposed to be on top of your other roll. It's supposed to be combined with it.
I can just hit this.
Hit the artifact die.
Yeah, the legendary, right?
Yeah.
All right. Nope.
Poor.
And we tried absolutely everything at him.
You did. You did. Yeah, you might as well just toss her back to the skeletons.
Do you want a swift death, or do you want to bleed out for another
For
3.5
4 hours.
Oh man, harsh.
Can't you drag me back to that guy in 4 hours?
Delb, you could. Yeah.
He's a bard. He fucking doesn't know what he is.
He's gonna turn you into stew, halfling stew.
It's sing you to sleep.
So those who survived gain 3 experience.
No.
It seems so hollow.
And yeah, we'll come back to this in 2 weeks. We'll see if you guys continue on through Weatherstone, or if this is the end of your journey through Weatherstone, and maybe you'll come back at a later time.
Maybe another adventurer will have shown up at the bard's hut while we
Yes.
regroup.
And
R.I.P.
maybe
Ellie.
more
R.I.P.
than one.
Maybe more than one. Maybe an orc.
On this shit.
R.I.P.
I was going to ask you the same question.
Where's what?
Because remembering 6 experience was really difficult. And then
I'm gonna write this down.
What? You got 3
Oh.
experience?
I forgot to
Ouch.
roll my armor.
Oh, here it is. It's right underneath. It's right underneath consumables. Yeah, I forgot to roll mine as well because I forgot that we had it finally. Right?
How many does a talent burn for XP?
For go, it's the increase in level. Like you went from 1 to 2, it's 3 times the expected level. So 2,
Per talent?
6,
Per-
6 per talent. Yeah.
We're gonna sign off here, but thank you to the people who joined us. Thank you to the players, and I'm going to check out Wisdom Chat tomorrow. Drop it in the Wisdom check. Drop it in the chat there for everybody to see. Where this is going to be a subject tomorrow: player death and TPK. Go ahead and plug your channel. Plug the link. I'm going to be watching tomorrow night. And everybody should tune in to Wisdom Check. And we will be back next week Tuesday with D&D Waterdeep Heist. What? Stop posting links. I'll fix that.
Does he
Nightbot,
have
you
our
so
Discord, Matt?
Nightbot is terrible.
Matt, does he have your Discord? You
I'm
could
in his
just post it
I'm in
there.
his Discord.
Well,
Quick.
Post it in hours for us.
Nope. I'm gonna make this happen. I'm gonna make.
He's gonna beat Nightbot.
I need to fix Nightbot because
bad.
Nightbot
Good
is
little project right
okay.
now.
TT2KB. Go there tomorrow night. What time is it at? Is it at 8:30 Central Time? You guys are doing Wisdom Check?
10 Central.
10 Central, 10 o'clock tomorrow night Central. Check out their brand new talk show where they sit down with players. They're going to sit down with DMs, GMs. They're going to do some cross-channel stuff down the road. The name of the show is Wisdom Check tomorrow night, 10 o'clock Central. Thank you so much for joining us and watching for most of the show. I appreciate it. And we'll see you guys. I'll be back for more Forbidden Lands on Friday. No, Zweihander. Zweihander on Thursday, Forbidden Lands on Friday. Have a good night, everybody. Thank you for watching.